Sure.
Hello.
Real quick.
Hi.
All right.
Hello.
So, 2 down. Now I need to do the music. Also, I'm going to adjust the GM tag here. While I'm doing that, Wyloch, why don't you introduce us to your wonderful game?
Yeah, so my name's Bill. I run a YouTube channel called Wyloch's Armory, and this is pretty much one of the final play tests for Neon Skies, which has been in development for about 4 years now. The book will be kickstarted. The pre-launch will be in a couple weeks, and then in the middle of May will be the actual Kickstarter for the physical books. And like everything else, there'll be a PDF option and everything, but everything was built from scratch. The rules and the setting. The idea is accessible, clean, simple cyberpunk role-playing. Simple rules that can interact in a complex way. So it's supposed to be diegetic. It's supposed to feel like you're actually putting together abilities and hacks in real time. Dice pool is a good way to do that, in my humble opinion. So that's what it is. It's a D6 dice pool system writ large.
Sounds good.
So while you're finishing setting up, real quick overview of the setting. It takes place in the year 2150, in which most of the world's population has embraced cybernetic infusion. It's a 2-time injection set a week apart that adds a 5th component to your DNA, that of the cybernetic component. So it's a little bit fantastical mad science. I'd say 2/3 cyberpunk, 1/3 sort of mad science. And a lot of people have embraced the practice of nocturning, which is doing gray deeds at night. You only need to sleep 4 hours a day thanks to the infusion, but it also allows you to use ciphers from your mind, which you could think of as like a magic spell. You can install biographs on your bodies. There are all kinds of things you can do as an infused individual, but you're also made a lot more vulnerable. You can hack any computer. So people, basically all of society wonders if they are puppets in a show or not. And a lot of people choose to just ignore that question because it can never be answered. And they just throw themselves into the night and live for what they can. That's what we call nocturning. That's what these 4 will be doing tonight. So Crash, you want to tell us anything about yourself?
Well, that's me. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I am an assassin / thief, sneaky thing. Going to be trying out some cyber hacking. I think that's going to be my main kill stroke.
Mm-hmm.
But I do carry a pistol mainly. I've got a sniper rifle for backup. Got a some cool cybernetics. One for my eye, so I can increase my ballistics.
Mm-hmm.
And hook shot, so I can swing from building to building like Tarzan.
Yeah. One hand
Yeah.
swapped out for a hook.
Yeah. So.
All right.
Yep.
Cool. And you have a twin?
I do. My twin is Dash. Oh, and I've got a goatee. You can't tell.
Naturally, yeah.
Of course.
And Dash, what about you?
So as she said, I am her twin. My name is Dash. I'm kind of her
His
backup man. So I'm more dexterous.
Yeah.
I am hand-to-hand only. I don't carry a weapon. So if he ever has to do a dive or hack or anything, I protect his body while he is in the cybernet. I've got some pretty cool special little things. I can heal if necessary. A little bit stealthy. But I put a lot into like close combat. So hand to hand, punch him in the face, kick him in the nads kind of thing. So
right. And because we're learning, I know you guys have, it's your first character. Did you take anything in the martial artist talent?
I did. I took all 3.
Excellent. All right. So you got close combat and martial artist.
Yes. So I maxed out on both of those.
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah. You'll be a wrecking ball. All right, Hollow.
Okay, I am Hollow. Mia playing Hollow. I am a mercenary. Not much to tell. She was basically abandoned in the streets and grew up on the streets and has made various connections and networked herself into a pretty good place. That's really about all I got to say. You know, she got some armor, a pistol, katana. She rides a motorcycle, and yeah, hopefully she's a badass in the end.
Okay. And as for Boffrey, I think, are you still setting up, Steve?
Yeah, I'm having a little bit of trouble, you guys, with the music. I'm hearing all of your voices whenever I turn up Roll20, so it's doubling your voices, which I find unusual.
That I think is a setting that Wyloch will have to change.
Yeah, I want Roll20
to,
turned up because that's where Wyloch's sending the music through. But
yeah, I'm not sure how to
whenever
get
I
that.
turn it up, I hear the voices doubled.
Default audio video.
Well, let me make sure I'm muted on there.
Yeah, if you guys can double check that you're all muted, that would help.
Yeah.
I am not seeing where I can mute myself currently here. Settings.
You go to Cogwheel, audio and video, chat tech. Change to none.
Cogwheel, audio and video.
Yeah, I don't have that.
I don't have that
setting there.
option.
Okay, yeah, because I disabled it for everybody, so that's not it. So I guess, Steve, worst comes to worst, if you want to just pick some sort of chill wave, something to put on a loop quietly, that, whatever your discretion.
Okay, yeah, I'll figure that out as we go. But yeah, I am Beaufrey. I am a private detective. I've probably lost my license recently because I punched a police captain or something like that. And yeah, I think we probably know each other already, right? Is that
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would think so.
I would
Hang
think-
out.
right? Yeah, so I think I probably consider you guys resources in my detectiving, because I won't admit that I have friends.
All right. Cool. All right, you set enough. What should we go?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Well, we're coming down into Rook City, one of the last major metropolises left in the world after the floodwaters of 2065 receded. And again, everyone lives under the Rebels paradox. It's 2150, and we have that logic trap of whether you're actually in control of your facilities or not, being a partial computer. So it's under that specter of uncertainty in which humanity now subsists. It is a yawning specter that has catalyzed new religions and value sets. It is a specter of inevitability with eyes of sparkling magnesium trained upon a loaded powder keg. It is a glowing, pulsating specter raining down distilled adrenaline upon the city, and there you all are, eyes closed and palms opened upward, receiving the baptism of those neon skies. Now, hurtling through Arcadia right now is you guys. You've recently completed some other thing, and maybe you're a little bit high from it. As far as your vehicles, are you all in your own, or are you all together, having just come from a thing, and you have one driver, someone on their bike?
We just lost audio for a second. Just to recap, Bill was just asking us to reminisce about our recent events.
Yeah, some recent thing you guys had a lot of fun with, or it was a close call, or something like that.
Well, guys, you remember that CEO we took out?
Oh man, that was so cool.
It was scum.
Yeah, close. If it wasn't
Assassination.
for Hollow, we probably wouldn't have made it out.
Blasted all those guys away. Crash.
Appreciate you point me in that direction. I've had a beef with that corp for a long time.
Haven't we all?
Mm.
And what corp was that, or at least what industry? I can tell you.
going out there.
Well, that one.
That one.
Yeah, probably one that was pushing like some illegal like drugs or something on the streets that was disrupting people's.
Okay,
calm.
Deeper Horizons. Yeah. Yep,
Okay.
their
Yeah,
headquarters
that's the
is
one.
in
Yeah,
Deeper
yeah.
Horizons is headquartered in Rook City, and they use sort of pseudo jargon to hawk their products. They make boosters that are of dubious quality. So yeah, someone contracted. You took a job and you took out one of their VPs. Okay, Nocturners will hail you all over. Yeah. So you guys are sort of talking about that. Where are you headed to right now? It's the beginning of the night, and adventuring happens at night. So it's like 8 p.m. ish.
Probably our favorite cyber cafe.
Okay, good. All right, so you're heading to one of the 6 major cyber cafes in the city. In the midst of your conversation, you do at some point hear a break in the news on RCN. It says, an update on yesterday's story on the Coulomb Laboratories heist. Coulomb has now disclosed that the property stolen was an experimental weapon called a magnetohydrodynamic attractor, or in simpler terms, a hydro nuke. Details beyond that remain sparse. There are no further insights with regard to motive or suspects. The seriousness of the missing device has the RCBD and the latter on edge. Every beat cop, bishop, and knight is on high alert, and canvassing of the city has begun. And then it sort of goes to some other stories about a recent pop star releasing an album and stuff like that. The latter is the government. So no sooner does that story end than you. So Dash, you're driving, right?
Yep.
And Crash, you're on your bike. In your rearview mirrors, you suddenly have this flood of cyan light from behind you in the rearview mirror, and it outshines everything else. It's strange because the streets are flooded. Like there's people flanking, and there's lots of vehicles and stuff. But even among all that, it lights up, and you realize that very soon they come up on your bumpers, and there's these several fancy looking bikes and one Tensor Special, which is a very, very high-end, large sports car, got a sleek silver body. And the other two are sort of classical futuristic-looking light bikes. And they come up upon you. There are 3 bikes and 1 car. So if you're looking at roll 20, you should be able to see them now.
Yep.
And let's see, Dash, which bike was yours? This one?
I have the van.
Okay, you have the van.
I am trying to pull things into view here.
Yeah,
Okay.
mine was the pink rimmed bike. So yeah.
I think mine had some blue in it.
Yeah,
Mhm.
the blue one is
Yeah,
crafted.
that's it right there.
Yep, you got that. And then there's the van. So it appears they are trying to accost you. The bikes pull up alongside, and you can see all 3 are in very sleek black attire, and they're packing heat. So they pull out and draw on you, and clearly they want you to pull over. So you can, or you can take off.
Well, I'm gonna say, hey, Crash, you seeing this?
Of course I am. I'm not blind.
What do you think we should do?
Ditch these fuckers.
You want to ditch them, or you want me to spin off? So you guys can get out of here.
That sounds fun too.
All right. So you're going aggressive then? Good.
I think that the van, I can spin the van around, kind of to the side and block those guys so that
Nice.
bikes can either turn around and become aggressive or get out of here.
All right. Well, you initiate hostilities. So we're going into structured mode. So 15 seconds, you'll see in my screen here. We go into structured mode, so we have a turn order all of a sudden. So we're going to say Dash. Your Dash or Crash?
Which one? I am Dash in the van.
Dash. Okay, you're acting first. So everyone is in one of 3 maneuvers. These act just as rock, scissors, paper. Floor it, break, swerve. So it shows you what can damage what here on the screen. So all you got to do as a driver is pick one of these 3 maneuvers. Right now, everyone's flooring it. So if you pick swerve, you'll be able to choose to ram one of the enemies.
Okay, so I am going to stop.
I'm sorry. I was going to say I don't seem to have control of my car.
So can you see the street here? It says brake, swerve, and floor it.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So if you need me to move it, I will. But so your van, you pick. Do you want to hit the brakes? Do you want to swerve, or do you want to floor it? And it matters because it shows up here what damage is what.
Okay, so swerve would mean that I ram them.
Swerve would be so if you pick swerve,
Yep.
they floored it to try and catch up to you. You swerved out of the way, which caused them to hit a guardrail or something. One way or another, you get to do a damage to one of the enemy vehicles.
Okay, what happens if I break?
If you break, no one is performing swerve, so you won't be able to do any damage to anybody, and your turn will be over.
I'm going to swerve.
Okay. And who do you want to try and do damage to? There's the
car.
car. Okay, the car.
Fancy
the
car.
tensor. Yeah. All right. So one of the bikes goes by the vacant space you've just created, hits the quarter panel of it. It's down to 6 frame left. Let's see. I'm going to have one of the bikes go next. This bike goes from flooring it. He slams on the brakes, having seen what you just did, and is going to choose to deal his damage to you because you're performing swerve. So your van just lost a frame point. Then, because he's a bike, he gets to act as a passenger. So he pulls up his, check what they have. I can't remember. Oh yeah, big, clean looking Patriotech Eagle, and fires at your front bumper. So we're gonna sling to see how well he does. All right, so he has an accuracy of 6, but he's doing a different maneuver than you. He's doing brakes, you're doing swerve. So there's a 2 dice penalty for that. So I'm gonna sling 4 and success. So your vehicle, he hits it. Now you do check for armor. Vehicles always have an armor of 6. So you need to sling 6. And the Eagle does a damage of 1. So that's a penalty of 1. You sling 5 to see if you can avoid taking the damage. And for anyone new, sling just means you roll that many d6s, and as long as at least one of them comes up as a 6, you've succeeded.
I got a 6.
You got one. All right, good. So it pings off the front quarter panel. It doesn't do any damage. All right, I'm going to say bike A. Then I'm going to let you guys go choose who goes next. One of you who is not a driver can act as a passenger. Dash, you're on a bike, so you get to act as both a driver and a passenger.
Okay.
So, but I'll let you, the players, decide who has the next turn.
Excuse
So
me.
as a passenger, we could do things like shoot at the other drivers.
Yep, you could shoot at the other driver. You could consume a booster. You could attempt to hack their vehicle if you're performing the same maneuver as them.
Ah,
So does anyone have the stunt driver talent?
I do not know.
No. Okay, because that lets you change your maneuver even when it's not your turn for moments like that. But
I
all right,
thought about it, but I did not.
gotcha. Okay. Okay, well, I'm going to pick then. Hollow, you get to go.
I'm just going to not lean out the window, but rest my hand on the window and aim and fire at one of the closest vehicle.
Gotcha. Okay, so to make an attack, you look at your weapon accuracy, which is what?
That's AC on the weapon accuracy. 2.
Okay, and you have some firearms talent for that type.
Ballistic, yes. 2 ranks, so it's 4 dice.
That's 4
Plus
more,
the
so
2.
you're at 6 dice. And then you're shooting. Whoever you're shooting at is not performing the same maneuver as you, so they're kind of out there, which is a penalty. 2 dice penalty.
Oh, so back down to 4.
Down to 4, and you could spend some knack if you want to improve that.
I'll just go with the straight roll this
Okay.
time. That's a 2, 4, 5, 6. Got a 6. A single 6.
Got one? Okay. And who did you shoot at?
Whatever's closest.
Okay. I'll say it was bike A. So he's
yeah.
you clip a fuel line, and now there's some glowing liquid spewing out the back. It's down to 1 frame left. That's the one over here performing break. Let's see. Who wants? I'll let you guys go next. Actually, no. I'm going to say the car goes next. The car is going to also slam on the brakes, and it whirs by, silver blur, and deals a damage to the van. So track that. Your van loses another frame point. And then leaning out the side, 2 enforcers, again in that slick black, start unloading their pistols at you guys. The first one succeeds, and the second one fails. So one of them hits. So sling again for your vehicle's armor. See if you can angle it just so. So 5 dice to try and shake that off.
I got damage.
Okay, so you lose another frame.
Okay, so
Yep.
I'm down to 6.
Okay. All right, I'm going to say, who wants to go next? You guys can go next.
I would like to shoot at the tires of the car.
Okay, and does your van have any gun emplacements? Or
No, it doesn't. I'm sorry.
Okay, all right. So yeah, you're just using your weapon then, Boffrey.
So that's a revolver, and I have 1 point in it, so that's going to give me an extra 2 on the accuracy. That's 1-6.
Okay, nice. 6. So let's see if he succeeds. And what's the damage of your weapon?
1.
1. So he's slinging 5 dice. Succeeded. All right. Yeah, as you can see, those tires are like painted onto the rim. Not a lot of area there for a pistol to damage. These 2 bikes also slam on the brakes. Actually, I'm going to say they both come in and join you in your swerve. So in the van, so Dash, Crash or Dash driving?
Dash. Dash is in the van.
Yeah. Currently, you're Tokyo drifting. These 2 now join you, and they come alongside, and you can see they both reach up, and you can tell through their helmets they're like concentrating or something, and they're trying to hack your van. So, what's the cyber score of your van?
1.
1. All right. The cyber score of these enforcers is a 3. So we need to do a cyber contest.
Okay.
Which means they sling and you sling. All right, they failed, so you roll your cyber score, which is just a 1.
Just a 1-6.
Yeah.
I got a 6.
Nice. All right, so you succeeded while they failed, which means you've won the contest. Really,
Nice.
your van has won the contest. So the first one, you see him sort of tweak out, and his handlebars swivel a little bit, and he takes a point of cyberburn because he failed a sync. The
Nice.
second bike, who was also doing the same thing, so we need to do another contest, exactly the same, and he failed. Let's see what happens with you.
Oh,
Van.
I failed badly.
Failed. So in a contest, you both failed or you both succeeded. You remove a die and you go again, but you don't have any dice left, which
Right.
means it's failed. So one of them does tap the ECU or the fuel system or something, and you can feel the van shudder as he's hacked it, and it takes another frame damage as he spiked it.
Okay.
That just leaves bike.
I think that leaves me.
That leaves Dash.
And
Crash.
Crash.
Yeah. I'd like to try to hack the biker that just succeeded in hacking the van.
Okay. Bear in mind he has 2 frame. There's one bike that only has 1 frame left. And that's a different bike. Is that the one you're meaning?
I guess it doesn't really matter. So let's take out a bike. Let's take out the one with the 1 frame left.
Okay, so we change your maneuver to brake.
So I need to brake to do that?
Yes.
Okay, I'll brake
Alright,
to
so-
do that.
All right, I've moved your token over. Now you get to choose. You damage anyone who's swerving because you braked, which is one of these 2 bikes. They're both at 2 frame.
Oh, okay.
Alright.
I'll it doesn't matter.
Yeah. All right, so one of those is at 1 frame left. Now, because you're on a bike, you get to also act as a passenger.
Okay.
And you want to hack this guy?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me check what's there. So this bike, it's a Takagi Samurai, has a cyber score of 3.
Okay.
What's your cyber score?
Okay. My cyber score. Oh gosh.
be in the middle of the page toward the left.
For my bike or for me?
For you. You're the one doing the hack.
Right. Okay. Oh, 2. But I have also I have clean coder. And I've got 2 ranks of that. So does that help me?
No, clean code. Read what's that do? That's during an OmniNet
Whenever I
dive.
sling cyber, oh, that's an OmniNet hazard. Sorry, that does not.
Do you have anything in Ace Hack?
Oh yes, I do. Sorry, I've got all 3 clicked on that.
Oh, okay.
So that's 1D per rank. So that gives me 5D.
Right. Exactly. Yep.
Okay.
Also, if you have any ciphers like Mind Lance,
I do have Mind Lance.
So that if you decide to splice that on, you have to do it before we start the contest, but it'll give you 3 more dice.
I think I'll just use the 5D for now.
Okay. The bike rolled a 3. It failed. Roll your 5 dice. See if you succeed.
Oh, you know what? I need to actually do that differently because that. Yes, I rolled a lot of 6s.
Okay. If you rolled 3 or more, you get to recover a point of knack, which you haven't spent any yet, but just keep that in mind.
All right. Yeah, I did roll 4 of those, but
okay. And it failed. Well, you succeeded, so you won the contest. What's it look like as this bike goes down?
oh, like it just is it one that's swerving or one that break?
It's currently braking.
It's currently breaking.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so like it's screeching to put on its brakes, and it looks like it maybe hit a pothole or something, but that's not what really happened. But it just kind of flips over and just kind of slides out of view.
Yeah. Okay.
Slides off the road there.
Yep. All right. That's one bike gone. That's everybody, right?
I believe so.
All right. So we go to the top. Dash, you're first.
All right, so I'm gonna floor it.
Gonna floor it. There you go. And you can damage, I assume, the car.
Yeah, that's where I'm after is the car because 4 wheels.
Okay. Yep. Flooring it and put a dent in its rear bumper. The driver of that 150,000 cred car is probably very pissed off now.
I'm already dented, so I don't care.
Yeah.
It's your own damn fault for coming after us, you know.
Correct.
Bike A is the one you just greased. Hollow, you're next.
Whatever's nearby, again, let me see. That car. Sorry. Go ahead.
One of these bikes has 1 frame. The car has 5 frame left.
All right. I will fire at one of the cars that's already taken damage in that would make sense.
Okay, so there's either the car or this bike. They've both taken damage. The bike has 1 frame left.
Okay. Either of the bikes, yeah.
Okay. So
am I still a 2 dice bane on that?
Yeah. So just for demonstration purposes, pretend for a moment that Dash had 1 rank in stunt driver. So that talent says a number of times equal to ranks per round, you can change your maneuver at any instant. So here's where you might say, okay, Hollow, before you fire, I'm gonna do my once per turn here as stunt driver, change the maneuver to swerve, and now you don't have that 2 dice penalty. Or now you can hack that bike. There's other options, right? So that's what the stunt driver talent does.
Oh man, I should have taken that. Okay.
Well, we'll pretend you have 1 rank in it. Boom.
Right.
All right. You're swerving.
Nice.
That's right. I just rolled 4 dice. I got a single 6. Yeah.
Good. Okay. And what's the damage of that weapon?
That's a 1. Yeah.
Okay.
1
so
damage.
Bringing 5 on the bike and failed. So what's it look like as this bike goes down?
I'm gonna say maybe I hit it like right near the front wheel, and it just sort of like breaks loose, so that the it does like an endo where the front just dives down, catapults the rider like over the handlebars and through the air, leaving a big. He kind of rolls out of his fall, but the bike itself just kind of a shower of sparks as the metal grinds against the concrete momentarily.
Yep.
Nice.
So it falls out of view as you guys are bobbing and weaving through the traffic. And yes, he does roll. And you can see in your rearview mirror, He actually rolls gracefully and lands on his feet, standing there, quickly falling out of view, but you can tell must be some sort of like acrobatics or martial training or something to have done that. Then we go to the tensor, which is going to continue to perform breaks and do its damage to the van. So that's another frame damage on the van. Those two enforcers then see Crash's bike harassing them alongside, and they both unload their pistols on you. So they are rolling, hang on, accuracy 6. No penalty because you're doing the same maneuver. First one hits. Oh, they both hit. And they both do 1 damage. So you need to sling 5.
Okay. I didn't get any 6s.
Okay,
Yeah.
and then the second one hit, so sling 5 for that.
Darn it, I did not get any 6s again.
Okay, and what's the total frame of your bike?
It's 3.
3? Okay, so
Yeah,
you just took 2 frame damage. You're down to 1. You're still moving. Just barely. But they've shot it up good, and your power, yeah. Okay, that takes us to this bike. That bike was killed, which leaves only this bike, and it's going to... It senses blood in the water, so he's going to slam on the brakes, and again, he's trying to perform a spike sink and tries to hack your bike. So what's your bike's cyber?
My bike's cyber is 2.
All right, his cyber score is a 3, so we do a contest. So sling 2. He failed.
I failed.
All right, we both failed, so remove 1 dice, and we go again.
I failed.
And you failed. All right, remove a dice and go again. Or are you out?
I'm out.
Okay. Do you want to spend a knack?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and spend a knack.
Okay, so you spend a knack to get 2 more dice.
I got a 6.
Okay. He did 2. All right. I'm sorry. He was at 1. Okay, so you spend a point in knack. What's your knack score?
It was 3, so now it's 2.
Yeah, you got 2 left for the day. So it is... how should we put this? Oh, I'm sorry. You know what? This is the vehicle performing it, not you. So you would have taken the spike. I'm sorry. I did that wrong.
Okay, so I take my knack back.
Yeah, take your knack back. And
my bike dies.
Too many drafts. Yep. So he manages to shut down your bike. You feel its power go out from under you. And you guys rather quickly see him start to fall out of view. That brings us to Crash.
No. Brings us to Dash.
No, that was the bike that just went. So Crash and then Dash. So
Okay, so that'll be me.
So I'm on foot now. Am I close enough to any vehicles to try another spike?
Yeah, so this one that's been harassing you, who hit the brakes, is still performing that same maneuver. I'll say you have a moment right here where you could do that.
Okay. Am I taking any penalties?
No penalties.
Okay, so that's 5 dice, right?
Okay. Yep, 5 dice.
2, 3, 4. 1 6. I succeeded.
And it failed. All right. So yep. So this bike, you mentally handshake with it and find some signal pathway to mess with. It's down to 1 frame left.
Okay.
For you guys, so Dash, you quickly are seeing Crash fall out of view. This is equivalent to splitting the party unless you want to end the chase and also stop.
Well, I'm going to ask my passengers, what do you think we should do?
That bike and that car are both slowing down.
Because if I use my maneuver again to hit the brakes, we'd be equal. You guys wouldn't get any penalties, and you guys could unload on them, right? Is that how it works?
Sorry, guys. I have been having some windows over the call because I was dealing with some tech stuff. Am I missing from the initiative tracker there?
Oh, shoot, you are. Yeah.
Here we go. I don't think I missed a turn.
I don't think so either. So yeah.
Because you guys are in my van, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if I go and hit the brakes, that would give them the opportunity to not take a penalty attacking these guys if that's what you want to do, or do you want to, like, you know, drive off because because Crash is out? What do you guys want to do?
I think we need to, be safe first of all. So if we can into the chase and just shoot these guys or get away.
Because I've still got 4 on this van. We could hit the brake. You guys could unload, and then we can go pick up Crash and get the hell out of here.
I think that sounds like the best plan to me.
That is a good idea. Grab cash. Crash.
Crash,
me.
dash, crash.
Drash and cash. Yeah. Anyway.
Yep. So
right,
why don't I do that? Why don't I
If we
swing
could
into
flip your
front?
bike into the back of the van. Yeah.
I'll hit the brakes, and as I hit the brakes, Crash, I can talk to you. I'll say, like, get the hell in the van, and then you guys can unload, and then we're gonna get the hell out. I don't have any weapons, so I can flip
Okay.
them off, but that's a lot.
All right, we'll put Beaufort here at second. So Dash, you did that. All right, so everything comes to a stop, and the chase is effectively paused. And you can see them getting out of their car, ready to start to unload. And hang on one sec. All right, so you're trying to abandon your bike and get into the van. Is that right?
Crash.
Well, Crash
We'll come back for the bike.
Yeah, if I have to abandon the bike, I will. But yeah.
Okay. All right. So Dash, you did that. Boffrey, it's your turn.
Yeah. Sorry, we've lost our Twitch feed, but YouTube seems to be fine. So, I don't know
You
why
want
I'm
to pause
just
to
getting.
troubleshoot?
No,
big
I've
deal.
been troubleshooting. I don't know what it is. We just
Okay.
got 0 FPS on Twitch for some reason.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm gonna shoot somebody. Who is there?
This bike has one frame left. But
Yeah.
you can now shoot at the individuals. We're basically in combat. So
Yeah. So I will shoot at whoever is closest, which I imagine is the driver of the car.
Okay.
If I'm just looking at the placement of where we are on the map there, but I don't know if that's a true map. I have missed. I've got 2 5s, but no 6s.
Okay. So what's your accuracy?
It's 4 with my talent.
Okay, so you did account for that. All right.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, all these enforcers look the same. Now that you can have a clear view of them, you recognize them as Tanaka crew enforcers. The Tanaka family is one of the 2 largest crime families in all of Rook City. And next up is Hollow.
I'm going to take the opportunity to yell at him. I was like, what the hell has the Tanaka clan got against us? And then, like, shoot one of them. Take that, you motherfucker.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I actually managed 2 6s that time, so we're good. We're good.
Okay, you hit. How much damage?
Again, that's just with that pistol, so 1 point is
All
all.
right, he's got. What kind of weapon is it?
It's a ballistic.
Okay, and
Eagle,
they're wearing ballistic armor. so they get a bonus to their armor sling. So he's rolling 6 dice. Succeeded. So it hits into him, and he jolts a little bit, but he responds to you like your question wasn't rhetorical. Like the Mizuchi wants to see you. Stand down and find out.
Do I know who that is?
Yeah, so in the meta, you would know that Hiroto Tanaka, the boss of bosses, the head of the family, is the Mizuchi, the water dragon. He's the big guy.
Would I have heard this conversation, or am I too far back?
No, you guys are all.
We're in
it's
the
a
van
mess on
now.
the street. Yeah, the citizens around are scattering, except for a few that are drunk and are like
There's different
spectating.
ways to ask for an invitation.
And this is how you get our attention?
Yeah,
asshole?
son of a bitch. I'm gonna holster my gun and be
Look
like,
what you did to my van.
Your van? What about my bike?
Yeah, screw you guys.
Or Rory?
That one steps forward and says, "You proved to be more formidable opponents than expected. We have to respect you for that.
Yeah.
Nonetheless, come with us. Your days in Rook City are over unless you come with us."
Point of clarification. You said he's the water dragon. Is that what his name means? Or is he actually a water dragon?
Well, no, the Mizuchi is his nickname, and that means
Okay.
water dragon.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah,
Some
it's a
severe
Japanese
modding.
crime family.
well,
Possibly
certainly-
what used to be the Yakuza and many other families eventually merged into, in the year 2150. There's only 2 crime families.
Oh. And this
All right,
is
so
one
can
of
we
them.
get my bike in the van then?
Yeah, totally. There's plenty of room.
He says, "No, you park them. We need you to come with us."
Hmm.
You're not
And
going to let us
as
take
if on
our own
cue-
vehicles?
The rear doors of the Special open up.
You
is
gonna
there room
send
enough
you
for all of us in there?
Yeah, the Special is an extended cab version. That picture is just a placeholder.
Oh.
Color, yeah. Like our
Well,
I don't know.
in
Guys,
the
I don't know if I want to leave the van out here.
in the meta, I know this would ruin the game, but yeah, I feel like what I would do is throw a grenade in there and run. But I think I'll just get in.
yeah, we don't want to piss the Tanakas off any more than we already have. We'd better go.
Okay.
I feel like
They know our faces. They would come for us in the night and take us out.
the Maltese Falcon, Humphrey Bogart, just storms around, spends that whole movie just storming into rooms and telling people to go to hell and leaving.
So, so you park in a nondescript place and lock up. They put burlap bags over your heads and set you in the Special. It's about a half-hour drive wherever it is they're taking you.
When's the last time you washed these?
Oh, they smell like cheese.
How is it that they accomplished what they did? That sort of thing. Eventually, though, you're brought to the car. You're brought out of the car and into some building you can sense, but finally they take the hoods off and the fresh air is frigid against the froth of sweat on your face. You're in a massive, empty, burned out, abandoned warehouse. Way up above, through broken windows, you can see the vague shape of the moon behind the clouds, which are pulsating with color. And standing before you are 8 henchwomen dressed in sleek black, each wielding an assault rifle, a pistol. They seem to each have a preference. And in front of them is an absolute bear of a man eyeing you down and cracking his knuckles. This person, I'm moving your view over, is the person in the middle, and you recognize this as Toma Gushikin. He is the right hand to the crime family boss, Hiroto Tanaka. Beside him, resting his hand on a bronzed cane, is a clean-shaven, elegant, stoic man with salt and pepper hair, rimless blue glasses, and you recognize this as none other than the Mizuchi himself, rarely seen by anybody, even his own crews. So Hiroto Tanaka himself is here, but he's not looking at you. He's looking like past you or through you. you're bound and on your knees, and they're just sort of eyeing you at the moment with a bit of disdain.
I look around and I'm like, this is the kind of place you bring people to assassinate. Are we dead, or do you have something for us to do?
Who's that attractive man on the right?
That is just a representative from the book. That's like a Tanaka enforcer, generic image for a Tanaka enforcer.
Yeah, that's the one I made. I was just calling him out.
Yeah, you made it. Yeah, and I put a
drawing
filter on
attention to it.
Yeah.
I know that guy.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot. Yeah, Steve, you did that one.
Yeah, we're gonna die here, I think.
So what
They
are you gonna
want
do?
they
You
want
can
something
still-
from us, obviously, or they would have killed us on the street. But usually, what they want from us is something we're not going to be okay with. So we're gonna die.
So he, the big guy, the burly guy, steps forward, and Tuma, the big guy here, he's the underboss of the Terryton borough. There are 4 boroughs in Rook City. He's one of the 4 underbosses. He steps up and says, tell me, what was the name of that VP that you guys took out?
I tried to think of
Which one you talking about?
It was a drug. It was one of the drug manufacturers. I forget.
Right.
I didn't.
Right.
Bob Johnson.
Okay, so yeah.
Forgot.
All right. So we'll say you are the ones responsible for. Damn, why am I having such a hard time coming up with a name? It's just a random name.
Mr. P?
Fielden Jennings of Deeper Horizons.
Hmm.
You are the ones responsible for his death. Yes, and don't lie.
That depends on how you define responsibility.
He looks back, and the line of henchwomen walk forward, and all of them, in their own way, creatively, like bash you guys with the butt of a knife or of a gun, or use a knife or a prod or something. All of you take 1 ballistic damage.
Ow.
So whenever you take weapon damage, you have to sling your armor. So look at your armor score. And because the damage is 1, you need to decrease that by 1.
Oh,
so
so I don't
take
get to
it down.
sling it all, or
What's
Okay,
your
so-
armor score?
1?
No, that's its weight. What's the score?
Oh, 4. My bad.
Okay, so 4. Yeah.
So I
Oh.
sling 3.
If it's
Like
ballistic
3.
armor, we roll extra.
This is melee damage. My bad. So
Okay.
ballistic does not matter.
Got
So
it.
you'll sling your armor -1 because of the damage, and if you want to apply any knack or whatever.
So you want us to roll like mine's 6? So you want me to roll 5?
Yes.
So I rolled a success, a 6 on my roll there.
I
Okay.
did it as well.
I did as
Okay. And Boffrey.
Yeah, I also rolled a success.
I respond like, Boffrey, shut up, or they will hit us again.
All right. So they all sort of clock you, but you're able to sort of twist in time or just tense your muscles and gut it out just enough that you avoid taking a wound. Anyone that had failed would have taken a wound. And if you take wounds equal to your tough score, you are dying.
I think
All
I
right.
will shut up, but only because you guys are here. If it was just me, I would keep talking.
Fair enough. Oh, let me get this music. Let me get the chill music on.
I guess we will take credit for that hit.
Well, you can be nice.
Apparently, you obviously know we did it, and us denying it is just getting us deeper trouble. So yeah, we did it, and we proudly did it.
You
Put a
assassinated
bullet right
Fielden
between his
Jennings.
eyes.
And we'd frickin' do it again. What do you want?
That is what concerns the Mizuchi, because you did not assassinate the vice president of Deeper Horizons. You assassinated his nephew. So, confess and prostrate yourself to the Mizuchi, and you may yet be saved.
You want us to bow?
On your knees.
I'm already kneeling. Is that not enough?
Oh, are you? Okay.
Yeah,
Well, you said
I,
we were on
I
our
thought we were
knees.
knocked over.
Oh, did I?
you want me to like lay on my belly and
All right.
not kissing this floor, so
I can stand up and get on my knees again.
So he's looking for your genuine apology, your allegiance, you need to convince him that you're worth keeping around.
So, can you help me understand the relationships here? Are we being told these are the people that hired us?
No.
But
are they?
Yeah.
But they have a vested interest in the
who
fact
we
that we
killed.
killed the wrong person.
Oh, you killed the person you were hired to. It's just they so happen to be a relative to a blood relative of the Tanakas.
Oh, I see.
Oh.
So your butt hurt. All right. So
Exactly.
sorry.
I mean,
How are we supposed to know?
we were, we
Just
took a
doing
job. You know
It
how
was a
that
job.
works.
Everybody's got to make a living somehow.
Mm-hmm. And
Yeah.
you have the skills to do this in the same way as we do, apparently.
Yeah.
Hold on. And he turns around and walks back. Tanaka himself has not moved. Not a hair has moved. Tuma walks up and speaks like directly into his ear. You can't hear what he's saying from here. And then there's nothing more than the hand that's on the cane just goes like this, which would indicate whatever Tuma needs. So he walks back and says, clearly you walk through the mud.
Back on. Okay, we're back. All right, looks like we're back on Twitch as well.
Okay.
All right.
Give it a few seconds here to make sure it
Yeah, good call.
spins up.
Yeah, because I'm not seeing the chat right now, Steve. It's just the OBS camera is off.
Oh, my
Yeah,
bad.
same.
There you go.
There it is. Okay. Well, and it's working now.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna say, there you go. Lesson learned for tomorrow, right? Okay.
Yeah. I don't know what lesson to learn, but there it is.
I don't know. Pause it and then start it again. Yeah, you've been going for a lot of hours already.
I
Yeah.
guess so, yeah. I thought it wouldn't matter since I'm not recording locally. I'm not using up the hard drive space or anything, but
Yeah.
it needed
Yeah,
it needed a rest.
YouTube's still rolling, so it seems to be way behind.
Oh, it's been way behind all day, yeah.
okay.
Okay. All right.
We can get back into
Okay,
it.
cool.
Okay. Not sure exactly where it went out. So Hiroto Tanaka, the boss of bosses, and a line of guards has turned and left, and his right-hand man, Tuma, is briefing you and saying the Mizuchi does not walk through the mud like us, so he's leaving now. There's a task that needs doing, and you have 24 hours. We need it done quickly. We know where to find you, obviously. So get it done or be out of Rook City forever. Your choice. And he flips over a code slab. A code slab is like what we think of as a USB thumb drive. But as an infused individual, you can mentally, or like with a thumbprint or whatever, you can transfer data to and from a code slab. It's just a little hard drive, basically. Says that's encrypted, level 4. We need it decrypted, then you contact me. And then Balfrey, you can feel him reaching out to mentally handshake with you. He clearly wants to send you his engram. You can accept it or not.
I will.
All right. So he does, and as a result, you get his, and you're traded your engram network. So now you can, like, in your mind's eye, you can call him and talk to him if needed. But he says, "Yep, the task is get it decrypted and call us back."
Well, we don't usually work for free, so are we working to save our lives? Is that the deal?
This is not free. This is for the cost of your lives.
Hmm.
Right.
I don't really like that, but
Well,
do what we gotta do, I guess.
do what we got to do to see another day.
Another
Yeah.
crappy ass day.
Damn this city. Eat you alive and spit you out.
Let's do
Every
it.
Well, maybe we'll pick up some extras on the way.
All right. So are we getting a lift back to our car, or do we have to walk?
Tuma looks to you and just goes and turns and follows that line back out. And you hear them get into the car, the doors slam, and there's the electric whir as they take off.
Son of a bitch.
Well, then why the heck did they blindfold us? Now we know where we are and how to get out and get back here.
Yes. This whole thing is an amalgamation of 2 scenarios that I've written, which is why I've made some mistakes because I forgot to do some editing. But yeah.
Well, they were probably just showing muscle, showing off.
Trying to scare us, I guess.
Yeah, we'll go with that. Thank you.
Yeah.
Excellent. You know, my book talks all about player empowerment. There's 4 pages about it. So, excellent.
They tried to kill us. Or we thought they were going to die or something. Anyways, we have to get this encrypted or decrypted.
Yes. So, real quick, in the rules, it talks about how hashes, just a piece of information, can be encrypted, which means that you can't see it unless you decrypt it. And in order to do that, you have to go to the OmniNet level, which corresponds to its strength. Now, this has level 4 decryption, so you'll have to take it down to level 4 of the OmniNet to decrypt it.
All right, I'm not much into the whole OmniNet thing, you guys. So which one of you guys want to die for this?
And so do we need to go somewhere else to do this?
Yeah, so Dash, you're looking as you approach the roll-up door of this warehouse. It's clear that you're in Tarryton now, which is the industrial factory district of the city. There's not many people out there, and there are clubs and homes in Tarryton, just not nearly as many. Where you're at right now, it's rows and rows as far as the eye can see on this main thoroughfare of brutalist factories and really not much else. Way in the distance, you can see the floodlights of Arcadia going back and forth, illuminating the Rook itself, the 2-mile-high basalt black skyscraper that can be seen from everywhere in the city. So you're in the heart of Tarryton somewhere here in the early part of the night.
Okay.
If you wanted to go somewhere, you would go to a cyber cafe, one of the cyber cafes, to do an OmniNet dive.
I definitely think we should pick up our vehicles first, because anybody could raid those things. Get our vehicles first and then go to the cyber cafe like we planned originally. What do you guys think?
Yeah, sounds good to me.
We'll have to call a ride. Who's going to come get us?
Well, I didn't have my car with me.
So you can, or you can walk, or you can just take public transportation. So travel is sort of abstract. If you just want to take transportation, it's a flat 20 creds a head, and you can go anywhere you want in the city.
Now, why don't we just do that?
20 creds?
Public transit. Really?
Yeah, we have to stoop to that level, huh?
We only have 24 hours to do this, you guys.
All right, but how far away are we? Like, just to hike it?
Arcadia is
less a half hour. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, it's probably 20 miles away, 30 miles away.
Oh, never mind.
20 creds just shitty transit. Yeah, like just watch where you step. The floors are pretty nasty.
Yeah. So the Queens route is the loop of the mag rail that goes all around the city. You can see from here about a half mile away. There's an elevated platform where you could get on.
Let's do that. Let's hit the, what'd you call it?
The Queens route.
Let's hit the Queens, guys.
Yeah. All right. So that's 20 creds a person, but it gets you anywhere you want safely. So I won't roll for random encounters or anything.
Okay.
And you get on the outer loop, which is going to take you through downtown, past Sumner Park, past the Ladder Capitol building, which is much smaller than the Rook, but is considered to be sort of the other tower in the city. It's filigreed with a blue gemstone all the way up of its 8 corners. And then eventually it works around that. You go through downtown and back toward Arcadia. You can see the rook. You can see the lights beckoning. Arcadia is much like think New Orleans at its New Orleans-ish, right? Lots of color, lots of people, densely packed. The buildings are stacked, and in some places they connect above, so they form tunnels. In some places it's kind of ramshackle. And you go back to where you know your vehicles were, and there they are. They're parked, probably 100 feet away.
Okay.
So I have a question
Yeah.
about our vehicles. So we have sustained damage to our vehicles.
Mm-hmm.
How do we get them repaired? Can we repair them ourselves over Teamkers? I mean, do we?
During time, which is like a D&D long rest,
Yeah.
one of the possible actions you can choose is to garage it and get all your frame back.
How much does that cost?
It's nothing. It's accounted for in your upkeep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. We'll do that when we rest. It's running. It's fine.
Yeah. The cost really is that it takes up one of your 2 downtime actions.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, guys. Let's go to the cyber cafe then.
All right. So I'll get my bike in the van and head there.
Yep. So there's a club nearby called Brain Waves, and it's must be opening because there's a line out the street, and you make your way from the platform over to where your vehicles were parked in an alleyway somewhere past it. About halfway through, there is a something happens. Oh, I stopped this. Okay. A manhole cover bursts up like 50 feet and comes down and crashes, luckily on nobody. And emerging from it are several figures with bleached white skin, like titanium white skin, and all black gloss, like spiked couture armor type stuff. They look like black metal type people. And you recognize them as members of the Yokelhop group. With them, the last one gets out. So there's 4 of them, and if you look at Roll20 right now, one of them looks a little different. Looks a little bit like bewildered. The eyes are wide, and she holds out an arm, and up from the manhole cover levitates this very bizarre-looking blue toroidal device. It's got a Coulomb Industries stamp on the side, and she sets it down, and then the other 3 start proselytizing to the masses about how all will be washed away, and the undercurrent swells, and the Yokelhop group are a group of basically racist, terrible, subhuman people that live underground. This appears to be the device they were talking about on the news, and there's a timer on it that has begun to tick. Most of the people have begun to scatter. Again, a few of them are drunk, and they're standing there spectating, like, oh, this is pretty awesome.
Great.
What do you guys? They're like right between you and the vehicles, and this does appear to be the hydro nuke that they were talking about. What do you want to do?
You guys want to get involved with this, or what?
I don't know. If we don't, and that whatever hydro nuke goes off, it could kill a lot of people.
Right. That would be bad.
Not sure what a hydro nuke is, but
Offrey, what are you doing?
Well, nuke. Just nuke in the name makes it sound bad.
I mean, I got a nuke in my chest. It's not that big a deal.
well,
Right. Note to self. When
out
he
comes the
dies,
katana. Out comes the katana and my pistol.
I will take cover.
Oh, so you want to engage?
Well, I think they're about to engage.
They seem to be just sort of forming around and protecting this device. And they're like, one of them's like a priest or whatever, proselytizing about the end of things. And
there's 4 of them.
There's 4 of them. One of them appears to be able to levitate things.
What do you
It
think,
is clear
guys?
that one is awakened.
Yeah. I mean,
Well,
Want to make a mess or what?
we should probably stop the bomb.
yeah. Yeah, I will stand by what I said. I am going to take cover and watch for a minute.
Okay.
Okay. So a moment ago, Hollow, you drew down, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna draw both
Okay.
my weapons. Yeah, I've got.
All right. So
two-handed
you
fighting here.
initiate hostility, so you go first. So in combat, you pick one of the 4 maneuvers, and location is relative. This isn't like a grid or a tactical thing. You just you pick one of the maneuvers: skirmish, take cover, hold, or flee.
I'm gonna skirmish, going after him. Yep.
Okay. So you're performing skirmish, and they're all everyone starts out performing skirmish. So, all right. Skirmish means generally dart about the field of combat, no mechanical impact to any of your rolls. So, what do you want to do for your action, rather?
I'm gonna go in with a quick spinning maneuver with my katana and try and lop somebody's head off real quick, and then unload and then fire my pistol at the same time. Basically, at the same time.
Okay, you have the dual wield talent, right?
Yes.
Okay, gotcha. So melee is handled differently than firearms. Which one do you want to do first?
I'm gonna swing the sword first. Yeah.
Okay, so a melee attack. These guys have no melee weapons and no free hands. So they are just rolling their body, which is a 2. What's your accuracy?
It says body plus asterisk mark, whatever that is.
Yeah, so how many hands are you using to wield the sword?
Just the one.
Okay, so you add one more die, and then do you have any ranks in close combat melee?
I have 2 ranks.
There you go. So that's 2 more dice.
So, okay. There is a 6 on the die.
Okay, there's none there. So easily able to bypass this heavy laser rifle that she's wielding. What's the damage on that weapon?
Katana is a 1 point.
1. And she has an armor of 2. So slinging 1, failed. All right, that's 1 wound. She's got 2 wounds left. So you easily land a slice across her chest. And it's weird seeing the red suddenly drip down the bleached white skin. All right, and your other attack?
Yeah, in that spinning maneuver, I kind of slide out to the side and then come back around with my handgun.
Okay. And for a firearm, you just sling accuracy.
Plus my firearms ballistic, right? So 4 plus 2.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yep.
No 6s that time.
Okay. You want to use
3,
your Deus
5.
Ex? You have a Deus Ex point. You probably wouldn't waste it here, but you're allowed to re-roll 1 sling once per day. It's called a Deus Ex point.
I'll hold off on that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. I'm gonna say you guys sort of bum rushed them. So you guys get to go next? Who's going next?
Okay, I'd like to go next.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go in, just punching. So how do I calculate my dice for that? I've got 3 ranks in martial arts, and I've got 3 in close combat for unarmed.
Okay. So your body score is what?
My body score is 3.
3. And how many empty hands are you using for the attack?
I'm gonna use both hands.
So you're up to 5, and then you have 3 ranks in close combat, unarmed.
Mm-hmm.
That's 3 more dice.
Right, and then I've got the 3 in martial arts.
So that, if you read it, that says that affects your damage once you've hit.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I've got, you said 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yep. And he's just got sling. All right. Failed.
And I succeeded.
Very good. Okay. Piece of cake. This one's clearly distracted with all the proselytizing, and you easily do one of these and then right in the throat. Are you hitting the one that was previously harmed?
Yes, I
The
am.
hollow? Okay. What's the damage of your attack?
How do I determine that?
So unarmed deals 0 damage usually, but you
Yep.
have the martial art talent.
I do. Which
So-
would be 3.
Okay, so 3 damage. He's only got 2 armor, so there's not even an armor save there. I'm not even going to have them waste an axe. So easily you throat punch, and that one goes down to her knees. Got one wound left. Again, you guys can go choose who goes next.
I have a
So-
question.
How does I break through her armor? You're saying, right?
Yeah.
So I break through her 2 armor, and I attack her once, and whatever her body is her toughness. Is that how that works?
No, it was a body contest basically,
Okay.
and you get a bunch of bonuses because of your training, whatever.
Yep.
You won the contest, which means you landed a hit. Now we see if it gets through her armor, and it did. Your martial arts deals so much damage that the armor. She only has 2 points of armor, so
Right.
I didn't even bother with a sling. It failed, so she took a wound.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, she can
How
take
many
3
wounds
wounds.
can she take? She can take 3.
Yeah, your tough score tells you how many wounds you can take before you're dying.
Oh, I gotcha. Tough.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yep. Yeah.
Got it.
Beaufrey, what were you saying?
It's both, actually. Yeah. So the psionic one, is she still holding that nuke in the air with her brain?
No, she's placed it down.
Then I'm going to shoot her in the head.
Very good. Go for it.
All
What's your maneuver, first of all?
Skirmish.
Okay, stay in skirmish. Very
Yep.
good. All right. Shoot.
That's 1-6.
Very good. What's the damage?
Oh, damage is 1.
And what's the type?
Ballistic.
Okay, this is ballistic armor. They're wearing this goth leather, which is
Okay.
ballistic armor. So she's got 4 dice for this and 1 damage.
Yes.
So that makes it down to a 3. Failed. All right. Yeah, it clips her in the shoulder, and her weird, glowing, ghostly eyes round up and train on you. So she takes a wound.
Sorry about that. I thought you were someone else, I say, cocking the gun again.
And in fact, we're going to have her go next. She does train on you and raises a hand, and you can see this bolus of energy coalesce right here as she uses her kineticism talent. So that's
Okay.
going to be 4 plus 2, so 6. Success, and she has 2 ranks in it. So this blast of energy, no sooner do you shoot her, it comes and hits you square in the chest. And telekinetic is direct damage, which means there's no armor sling. So you take 2 wounds straight up.
Uh-oh.
Yes.
Ouch.
Copy that.
So what's your tough score?
I'm looking for it. There, it's 4.
Okay, so you just took 2 wounds. If you were to take 2 more, you'd be in the dying condition. Still on your feet, but if you then begin a turn in the dying condition and take another wound, you're dead. All right.
Fair enough.
I'm going to say the one that was injured smells the blood and also is going to fire at you. So she, even though she's down on one knee and badly injured, screams and brings up her at-gear heavy laser rifle. Actually, no, it's silent because most energy weapons are silent.
Smell the ozone.
Yeah. And this is going to be rolling 3, 5. Okay. And she's performing skirmish as well. Actually, she's performing hold. So she backs up to the device, rolls, and because she's holding, she gets 2 bonus dice to this attack. But anyone else attacking her also gets 2 dice. So keep that in mind. She's become a very easy target.
Copy.
So we're going to sling 7. And that's success. So for Beaufrey, she deals 4 energy damage to you. So what kind of armor are you wearing?
I'm wearing ballistic armor.
Okay, so it's just your flat. What's your armor score?
4.
4? And it does 4 damage.
So this
that's-
is not going to be fun.
Right.
Let's
So
see how
you roll 0. The only way to do anything is if you add some knack.
Cool. So I'm going to add some knack.
Well, hang on. So how many?
0
It does
successes.
4 damage. So your 4 armor is penalized by the 4 damage. That's 0 dice.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
You're right. So the only way
Yeah.
to do anything is add some knack, you said?
Right.
Well,
Now-
I only have 3 knack. And I
Yeah.
did just roll 4 dice and they all came up 6. So I'll just keep that roll. I can say I failed. Or, I'm sorry,
All right.
none
It
of
only-
them came up 6.
All right. So you take one more. You take a wound because you failed the armor sling.
Yeah.
All right. You didn't spend any knack. So you take one more wound as the laser rifle clips you in the thigh. Then I'm gonna say you guys pick who goes next.
I haven't gone yet.
And I have a
So-
question about. Sorry, I have a question about going into the protective.
Yes. So your maneuver, it's not shown on here, but you can protect somebody. So you could say, I'm going to protect my maneuver is protect Bofri. And all that means
and
is,
that passive,
yeah,
or is it
so
my turn?
it's on your turn. You choose it
Okay.
as your maneuver.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Thank
So Crash,
Yeah, so I would like to use the hold maneuver, and I'd like to use my weapon, the heritage,
yep.
and shoot that person with the one.
Yeah. So you're holding, so that's +2 dice. They're holding, so that's another +2 dice. So you're at +4 on top of whatever you normally would have.
And then okay, so I'm shooting, or I'm rolling. Is it the accuracy that I'm rolling?
Yes.
Okay, so that's 3 more. And then I have 1 rank in firearms. So 1 more dice for that.
2 more dice.
2 more dice.
Yeah, and the 3 more should be, what's its accuracy?
3.
There is no weapon with a 3.
I must have misread that. It must be 2 then.
You're looking at the damage?
Or maybe I'm inverted them. I don't know.
Oh, what kind of weapon is it?
It's the heritage.
Okay, ballistics have a accuracy of 2.
Okay.
So there you go. Yeah, 2 + 2 for your rank, +4 more for the maneuvers. So you're at 8 dice.
Okay. So I got 2 6s out of that.
Sweet. All right. What's the damage?
Okay. The damage, I believe, is 1, unless I got that wrong too. But it's
no, for a pistol. That's right.
it's a pistol, so I think that's correct.
Failed. All right, that one goes down. What's that look like?
Oh, well, she was on her knees, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so she just falls forward and face plants.
All right. Sweet. Yep. That one's dead. That just leaves the other 2 Yokohama gangbangers. Let's see. They're going to fall back to the device. They really want to protect it. So they're both going to perform. Well, I'll do one at a time. So one does hold, and then sees you challenging it, so fires upon you. So this will be, and fails despite 8 dice. All right.
Gotta love
it. Yep. The other one doesn't like what they just saw, so they're leaping and taking cover, and then just as they dive behind the boxes, you can see them pull out a syringe of something, you jam it into their shoulder, some kind of booster, not sure what. All right, we go to the top of the round. Hollow. Did everyone go?
Yeah.
Yeah.
think so.
All right. Hollow. Pick a maneuver.
I'm going to. I think I want to move into the hold so I can get a +2 on the leader of their group.
Okay. Well, that's yeah. Okay, so you're shooting back at the awakened one.
Yes. Mhm.
Okay. All right. So you
And
get to
then-
add 2.
Okay. So that's my gunfire, and then with my sword, I'm going to hack at the other person holding right next to me. So,
Okay.
There's 2 6s
That's in the gunfire.
in the gunfire on the
All right,
leader.
and
Mhm.
How much damage in type?
That is 1 ballistic.
And failed. All right. So that one lands home, rips right through their armor. The other one, the katana with this guy. So that's now in a hold, you get to add not 2 dice, but 1 die for
1?
close
Okay.
combat. Yep.
Here it comes. That is a single 6 out of my
Okay.
several dice. Okay.
No 6s for them, so easily carve them up and do a wound.
That's a single point, yeah.
Yep. Oh wait, I'm sorry. Yeah, I got to check for. Okay, 1 point of damage. Failed. Yep. Okay. So So that's down to 2 wounds left. Then we go to Dash.
All right, I'm going to take the protective maneuver and get over there by... I'm sorry, Steve, I can never remember your name.
Beaufry or Beaufry.
Beaufry.
I've heard it both ways.
And then I am going to do the field medic.
Okay.
Going to use one of my MSM thingies.
Mm-hmm.
And then sling 2 times my soul, so 4 dice.
Okay. And any knack if you want to use it.
No. I'll use 1 knack, so that's 5 dice.
So it's 2 dice per knack.
Oh, okay. So 6 dice.
Yeah. For reference, there's a chart on one of the pages in the book that has a curve, and generally at 6 dice, you're looking at 70-something%. So like when you think about what does good look like, 6 dice is where you start saying like, okay, it's pretty solid.
So I got a success.
Great. Okay. So what's the rest of it say? I can't remember.
It says wounds equal to rank times 2 dice. So that means 3 dice.
You have 3 ranks?
I have 1 rank, but it says dice 2.
Rank, yeah, so a 2-sided die. So 1 rank means roll 1 d2.
Okay. And the d2 I roll.
You could do it. You roll a 6, and then a 1 through a 3 is a 1, and a 4 through a 6 is a 2.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
I got a 4.
Okay, so that's a 2. So you recover 2 wounds. So you crack open this ampule of MSM and use the magic glowing material somehow to recover some of his cyber structure. So, Boffer, you recover 2 wounds.
Woof.
All right, and that brings us to Boffery.
All right.
I have one more question. Can you share MSM? Like,
Yeah, you can toss it to each other.
so for example, if I run low and you guys need a heal,
Yeah.
I can-
Uh-huh.
okay.
Yeah.
Because I only have 2 guys and I can still heal. But anyways, FYI, keep going.
Yeah, so I am going to skirmish.
Okay. Standing skirmish.
And my opinion on the situation hasn't changed. I'm going to shoot that same lady again, the awakened.
Okay.
And I missed.
Take her down. Oh.
What'd you get?
I got no 6s. I missed.
Okay. All right, so bullets go wide, hit the side of a building, some concrete chips out. She wheels around and does not like that, and once again levels up her telekinesis towards you, which, if it hits, is actually going to go to Dash, because she's protecting you right now.
Okay.
So 7.
Thank you, Dash.
Failed!
Nice.
No!
You're like, oh shit, duck! Like,
Yeah, that's what I was like. Ah!
Yep. So, yeah, you were aware, Dash, and you get his head down, and the car behind you explodes into pink shrapnel. That brings us to one of them is dead. Crash is next.
Okay. I think I would like to try to, what is that called? I use my ace hack on the leader.
Maneuver first. Pick your maneuver first.
Okay, so I meant to ask if I stay and hold, can I still get the 2 extra dice if I do the ace hack on her?
Those dice are for firing firearms, because hold is plant feet, get accuracy, so that won't affect any of your sinks.
Okay, so I don't know. I guess skirmish.
Okay, yep, that's a smart thing to do. So you're gonna skirmish and then try to sink her.
Yeah.
All right. And the 3 possible sinks, one of them is toggle, which can only be done on devices. You can either spike her or disable one of her biographs.
Okay.
Or energy weapon. She has an energy weapon, but you can also try and disable.
think I'll try to disable one of her biographs.
Okay.
And is one of her biographs giving her that ability to do the telekinesis, or is that her awakened ability?
That's her awakened.
Oh,
she does have one wound left. She looks pretty banged up. So if you did a spike,
she only has one wound.
Yeah.
Can just spike her and wound her that way.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll just do that.
Right. So cyber contest.
So that is 3, and then plus my. Oh my gosh. I'm trying to remember how to count up my dice again. My mind plus my ace hat, right?
What's your cyber score? Cyber contest means you're slinging cyber.
Oh, right, cyber.
Yeah.
2 plus 3, so that's 5.
5. All right. And
yeah, I might go ahead and use 1 knack also.
Okay, very good.
So that would give me 7 dice, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. And as you reach out and sort of batter at the bulkhead, you can see that she has spliced in a copy of Mind Lance to try and resist. But she failed that. So let's see what happens with you.
Oh my goodness, I have failed.
Remove a dice and we go again. So the first firewall is hold. Oh, she failed again.
Okay, 2 6s on that one.
There you go. Okay, what's it look like as she goes down?
Okay. Yeah, I think she just crumples to the ground.
Okay. And screams out at the night as the light goes out in her eyes.
Yeah.
All right.
So another question: if she would have, Crash would have used Mind Lance, he would have got an extra 3 dice for that. Is that correct?
Right. Correct. Yep.
Okay.
Exactly. This one's back here. Taking cover is going to fire at Hollow. So -4 because of taking cover, but Hollow is holding, so that's a +2. So we're going to go 6, 4. So we'll go like this. Success. So that is 4 energy damage on you, Hollow. What's your armor?
I have a 6 armor. My tactical armor, it's ballistic armor. So yeah.
Okay, so the ballistic doesn't help. So 4 damage means you're slinging 2.
Lovely. 6 and a 4.
Got it?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Yep. She must have fired at one of the Mylar tracers or something coming off of it, and it blasts right through. And then the other one is going to continue. I think the other one's going to continue to hold and also going to unleash on you. And that one succeeded. So that's 4 more energy damage. Same
Which
thing.
one's unloading? I'm sorry.
This one here.
Okay.
Yeah. 4 more energy damage. Same thing.
Who was the one that just shot me? If it
The
wasn't
one
them?
taking cover.
Oh, okay. I'm like, where's the other person at? Sorry. Ooh, that's a miss. 1 and a 3.
Okay, so this one unfortunately clips you somewhere, and you take 1 wound.
Wounds 1. Okay.
The beeping has intensified on the timer on the device. A lot. Top of the round, Hollow.
I'm going to katana the person right in front of me, and if I can finish him off, I'm going to have a look at that device.
All right, and you're going to hold or skirmish?
I'm going to stay in the hold state over there.
Okay. All right. They failed theirs. See what happens with you.
Oh, there is lots of 5s and a 6. There we go.
Good. All right. What's the damage?
A katana's a single digit. Yeah,
Okay.
1. Sorry.
And failed. And so this one, yep, you land a wound. It's got 1 wound left.
Well, then I'm going to put my gun to her head and push a shot off.
Nice. Okay, take a kneecap and then lower it for a coup de grace. Give it
Yeah.
a shot.
Let me make sure I've got the right dice here. Okay. There. That would signify no 6s.
How many dice did you roll?
1, 2, 3, 6.
Okay, yeah, I think that's right. Yep. Okay. Dashed.
All right. So, how much damage do you still have there, Steve?
I think I'm down to 1.
Just one arm. Okay.
I was about to take.
one-
I was about to take my kickstart for it though.
Okay.
Well, you recovered 2, didn't you?
Yeah, and I had taken 3.
Yeah, so you only have 1 wound right now.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
So I'd rather you use your turn to fight if you're interested
Yeah.
in that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I am probably gonna do. So I have to skirmish since I'm hand to hand.
You don't have to. You can do
No?
any maneuver.
So I'm going to. Then I'm gonna hold. I'm trying to see here. This is. Oh well, you can't see where I'm pointing. The person I'm standing in front of, I'm gonna attack.
Yeah, the one by the device.
Yes. Uh huh.
Yep. Okay.
You can ping by resting your finger point and hold the button down. Yeah.
All right, so that's the
Left
body.
button.
That's a contest on your accuracy. So your body plus however many hands.
Yep. Okay. So my body plus hands. So 3, 4, 5, and then the martial 6, 7.
The close combat.
No, I'm sorry. Close combat 6, 7, 8.
Yep.
So that's 8 die. And I got 3 6s.
Okay, so you recover 1 point of knack if you've spent any.
I did.
Okay, so there you go. It is not even close as you come in like a whirling dervish, and you deal 3 damage because you're martial artist, right?
Uh huh.
Okay, so his armor is 2. He spends all the knack he has to try and help, but that's only 2, so we're slinging. Failed. Yep. Okay, what's it look like as that one goes down?
So I just take my fist and right into it's his neck, her neck, or his neck, its neck, and it just falls over. Just
Nice. All right, another one down. The other one left is still
a
behind
real
the boxes.
smooth, just poof right into its jugular.
The beeping is really fast now. Really, really fast. Bofri, you're next.
Yeah, I'm gonna take that kickstart. So I will heal my remaining wound.
What's your maneuver?
Yes, I am going to also take cover, actually.
Okay, so you're taking cover. Oops, wrong one. All right, and you don't even need to roll because you only have 1 wound down.
Right.
All right. The awakened is dead. That brings us to Crash.
Okay, so can I are there any moves excluded to me if I try to hack into the bomb?
No, you can do whatever move.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'd like to take cover then and also try to hack into the device.
Yeah. Okay, that'd be a sync. And it'd be a toggle. This device is military in nature, so it has a cyber of 5.
Okay. And I meant to bring something to tell me what these ciphers do, but I didn't.
Do you have bit flip?
I do.
Okay, bit flip allows you to add 3 to a toggle.
Okay, that's what I would like to do then.
All right.
I'd like to add that.
So your cyber plus 3.
That's 5, and then 3 more with my ace hack.
Okay.
3 more. So
And it failed.
eight dice. Am I counting that right?
You are.
Sounds about right. Yeah.
1 6.
Okay, you succeeded. It failed. So you handshake with it, and there are 3 trigger mechanisms in it.
Oof.
You've successfully gotten to one of them, and toggle lets you do something reasonable with it, which could be like to turn it off if you want to.
Well, I'd like to.
Any
turn
other
it off.
ideas?
No, I don't have any other ideas. Do you guys?
Okay.
I think turning it off is reasonable.
Okay. The beeping slows a bit, and so it's got some reduced speed. You've probably bought another round for everyone by doing that.
Okay.
All right, that was your turn. This one is dead. The remaining gang person is going to go and take the flee maneuver, which means any hostile actions taken against them have a -2d penalty. And if they are still alive at the start of their next turn, they will leave the combat. So they're in the flee. They don't get to take an action. Now we get to Hollow.
Get them, unless you can sink.
Yeah, not the sinker. Is there any way to physically interact with the bomb to help defuse it, or?
I'm going to say that's an ad hoc action. So if you want to try, you'd sling mind. So for any action that's like not described by the rules, that's just an ad hoc action. So sling mind. And consider your talents. Do you have anything that would like apply here?
Perceptive. I mean, that's not really. It makes sense of clues.
Well, what's perceptive say?
Sling to actively apply your mind in solving a problem. Make sense of clues or notice anything out of the ordinary. Apply your mind scores a bonus for each rank.
Yeah. So as a player, you'd say, "Does this apply?" And I'd say, "Absolutely." That's
Okay.
verbatim.
So
yeah.
2 dice for my mind and a single dice for perceptive. Or is that 2 more because I have
You have 1 rank.
1 rank.
So yeah, 2 more dice.
Okay, so 4 total. There is a 6.
Okay.
Yay.
Okay. The whole chassis can rotate clockwise, and one of 3 panels in there is not illuminated. There's the other 2 are. So.
Okay, wish me luck.
All right.
All right, so you passed your sling, so you disable the second of the 3. Beeping slows a little more, bought you some more time. Dash.
Okay, I'm gonna go after that person that's fleeing.
Okay. It's your maneuver. Your maneuver can still be anything.
Okay. I am going to skirmish,
Okay.
and I'm gonna go after the person running away. So
Yeah.
I get a -2 dice.
Yes, to your attacks.
Okay.
Or your whatever you try.
I'm going to attack. I'm gonna, do some karate stuff and get him right in the back of the neck or something.
Yeah.
But that gives me 7 dice. No, it gives me 6 dice to roll.
Yeah, you've been at 8, I think. So 6, yeah. All right,
But
they
I
failed.
did gain that knack back,
You did, yes.
so I will use that to get my 8.
Okay.
And I got 3 6s.
Okay. So you spend and you immediately recover. You are really feeling the flow of the night. Just as you exert yourself beyond all reason, it's like it rewards you and you get some insight. Just when you're in a groove. So you succeed. What's the damage again? 3?
Yes, 3.
Yep. They use the last of their knack and fail. So this one takes a wound, which is down to 2 wounds left. And that brings us to Bafri.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot her. So if I hold, does that get me +2 dice?
It does, yeah.
Okay. I don't know if someone called this out earlier, but it does say a +2d penalty to any attacks in the text.
Any attacks against +2.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Penalty. Yeah.
It's,
Typo.
I don't know if I'm just not parsing it correctly mentally, but
Typo. All right.
it's
Thank
weird.
you. Appreciate it.
So is he +2 for holding and then -2 for fleeing? So just the flat.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Exactly.
Anyway, I'm
Yep.
gonna hold and I'm gonna shoot for 6.
Yep.
And I've got 1 6.
Got it? Okay. What's the damage?
Damage is 1.
1 ballistic.
Yes.
All right, and failed. Another wound. So as she's like stumbling down the street, on the way, you bashed her with some karate. You shot her. That leaves the awakened is dead. That leaves Crash.
Okay, question. If I use dexterous, it says I perform an ad hoc sling. Do I apply my mind score per rank? So does that mean I'm multiplying my mind score?
Essentially, yeah. No, yeah.
Okay. So I think to perform to get this thing finally turned off, I'm going to use that.
Oh, okay. So you're
That'll
gonna
get 9 dice.
I see. You're gonna try and get in there and do it from a
Physically.
hardwiring standpoint.
Yes, that'll give me
Okay.
9 dice. But my maneuver it'll still be.
Your maneuver doesn't affect an ad hoc action. So
Okay.
yeah, you
All right.
say what you say. You're trying to hotwire the last one. I say sling mind, and you're applying your dexterous. I would say yeah, that counts.
Okay.
If you spend knack, you'll be at 11 dice. Anything over 10 dice is an auto success, no roll.
Oh, there you go.
Just FYI.
Yeah, why not? You can do that. Can
Okay.
I go ahead and roll to see if I get knack back?
You can still roll if you want. Yeah.
I didn't get any knack back, but yeah.
Okay.
So
All
I'll
right.
roll, subtract that knack. And I rolled at 11, so
Very good.
off of
Okay.
there.
The whole glow toroid goes down, and it appears you've successfully deactivated the device.
Now look
that
at
gets-
Hollow go.
That gets us to the Yokohop gangbanger, and she's still alive at the start of her turn while performing flee, which means gone. So she gets away, disappears into the night.
Darn it.
Well, she's wounded, so there's that.
Now, of all the other ones that are the bodies lying around, you can pick up their laser rifles if you want, their armor, their boosters, their MSM.
Oh yeah, I'd like to take their MSM if anyone
loot the
cares.
bodies.
Okay, so each of them has 1 MSM, so that's three bodies, 3 MSM.
You guys care if I take those?
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
All 3 have these at-gear heavy laser rifles, which could be easily pawned for a lot of cash. They're all wearing their leather goth gear.
Weirdos.
And their leather cloth gear was protecting against what?
It's weight 0 ballistic, so it's worth 500 creds. So if you sell it, you'd sell it for 250 creds, half that. But it is weight 0, so you can carry as much of it as you want in your inventory. The heavy laser rifles are weight 3 energy weapons, so they're going to take up a lot of your carry weight.
Okay, so
So
Well-
you guys, I'm not using any of my carry weights. So would you like me to carry one of the weapons since we're just going to sell it, or do you guys want to use them?
Say we sell them.
Okay, because I don't have any firearm or anything, so I could carry it for you guys. And
Yeah, I'm not going to use it.
yeah, I'm good with selling them.
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Can
so
I-
900, so they'd be 450 a piece.
how much did you say they weigh?
Weight 3.
Weight 3, so I can only pick up one. But
Yeah, but in free, the game's in freeform mode now. So and if you're just pawning them, it'd be the equivalent of, let's see, 450. So 1350 unicreds total. You're just going to pawn
Yeah.
all 3 of them.
yeah, I think we should.
We should.
Yeah.
Well, and the armor, are we going to pawn that armor, or is the armor better for you guys?
It's weight 0,
Weight 0, but what's the armor on it?
2.
Oh, no, I got better.
I'm good with pawning it.
I'm good with buying it as well if you guys don't need it.
Yep,
Yeah,
that's
go ahead
fine.
and pawn it. I don't need any of this stuff. I don't want to dress like a goth, and I'm not good with lasers.
Nope. Can I beg for a break at some time soon?
I was just about to
Please.
suggest one myself.
I need to get up.
Can we, Wyloch, do you think we can finish this in an hour and a half?
We'll finish in an hour. We'll be done by 11 Eastern.
Great. 10-minute break then. Let's do that.
Okay.
All right. Thanks all. Appreciate it.
All right. I was about to say it myself. We are back. Apologies for the extra long break, but some of us are hungry, man. We can do it.
All right. So, Boffrey, you had taken a dose of Kickstart during the fight, right?
I had,
So
yes.
The game is back in freeform mode, so that wears off, and you start to feel the jitters and that crawly flood of nanites. So you need to resist system shock. So sling 2 times your soul.
Okie dokie.
And like any sling, like almost any sling, knack is applicable if you want.
I am slinging soul. This is to resist system shock, you said?
Yeah. So sling soul times 2.
All right. Well, my soul is 1.
Mm.
Double 6s.
Double 6s.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah. You easily shake off the convulsions and epic. Did anyone else consume any boosters?
No, I didn't.
All right.
Nope.
Nothing worn off. And then, those heavy laser rifles have the clear markings of the Yokelhop gang. To use them would get some frowns. So you guys were going to pawn all that stuff from the dead bodies.
Yeah.
I
Yes.
added it up. It'd be 2,100 unicreds to pawn all of it.
Great.
All right. As things get back to calm down a little bit, the Boffrey, are you still messing with the device at all?
No, I'm not. I
Okay.
never touched it.
Okay.
Mm,
All right.
yeah.
So everything starts to calm down. The crowds that have been scattering have stopped. One of them, one guy actually took a wound. One of the laser blasts that missed you went through his shoulder. He gets up, and he's with his buddy, and they both have. So they're both sort of talking to each other, and they walk up, and one's like, "Oh, thank you so fucking much. Oh, Maron, thank God you were here. That was impressive, right? Right?" And this guy's like, "Yeah, yeah." And they're sort of talking to each other, real fast caricature like. He says, "Listen, but what are your names? I got. Who are you? My name is Eddie Palazzo."
Hi, Eddie. I'm Bobby Lips.
Uh-huh. Yeah. I like it. I like this guy. Well, listen, Bobby Lips, you got a friend in the Palazzos if you ever need. Here, and you feel him trying to hash over his engram.
You know what? I'll take it. And
Okay.
I'll give him mine in exchange, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. Listen, that was incredible. We gotta go hit the clinic and get this taken care of. But yeah, you got a friend in the Palazzos. You call me if you ever need me.
Appreciate you. And by the way, if you look at that engram, it's not going to say Bobby Lips on it, but that's just a nickname.
I noticed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. We got Johnny 2 times. We got shoot. What are the guys from Goodfellas? I used to have that scene memorized. Anyways. Yeah. All right. So the Eddie takes off, and you guys can get to your vehicles now.
I just wasn't sure why
Nice.
he was asking our names at first,
Finally.
so I lied.
I'm gonna say, can we alert the authorities about this bomb, or can we just take it with us?
You could do either.
Yeah,
I
let's just
think
take it with
let's
us.
take it. Let's
Yeah,
just take it.
We can always
Hold it
bomb someone
hostage.
else.
Yeah.
We could
Hold
go
it
bomb
hostage.
these guys that are threatening to kill us and then not have to do a job for them.
Now, that's a really good idea.
So Boffrey sling mind.
Oh, yeah.
It's a pretty easy job
So
though.
if
to
you're
decrypt the things.
As you're assessing the device, sling mind.
No successes.
Okay. What are your talents?
I have gritty, insightful, natural spark, perceptive. I guess I could use a couple of those.
I think perceptive
perceptive.
would probably apply.
Apply your mind score as a bonus for each rank. So I roll 3 more basically because I got 3 ranks in that.
What's your mind score?
My mind score is 3. So is that 9 more dice?
Nine more dice. Yep.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna use a digital roller.
And actually, that would put you over 11. So
yeah,
you automatically succeed.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. After studying this thing a bit, the yield of it would flatten about a 4-mile radius. It would flood a 4-mile radius, converting all the matter into water.
Holy crap. That's kind of scary.
Okay, I don't want to use this anymore.
Well, what are we going to do with it?
4 miles is too much radius, guys.
Government
Maybe
to
there's
have a future.
Yeah, maybe there's a reward for its return. We should look into that.
Okay, but then the government's going to use it?
You know what? We should just keep it, hide it, save it for a rainy day.
Or make a rainy day with it, you mean, right?
Well, you never know when it's just time to go, right?
Maybe it's time to buy a boat?
Yeah, we'll set it off in the harbor. Yeah.
If we can
Yeah,
find
we'll
out where...
stash it.
What was the name of that Yakuza boss that didn't deign to speak with us?
Hiroto Tanaka.
Yeah, if we can find out when he's like at the beach one day, we can set it off like 4 miles from the beach and just kill him. Otherwise, let's not use this.
I don't know. You never know. I think we should stash it, and you never know when the opportunity might arise that we need to clear 4 areas and make it wet.
Yeah, maybe it must have a big power source. Maybe we could take it apart and use it for something else.
Right, exactly.
All possibilities. So this is a weight 8 device, so you could easily put it in a van, but one of you will have to store it at your home, so it'll take up 8 weight worth of storage.
My home only has 7 weight worth of storage, so not me.
Not me.
Pretty sure I could manage that. Yeah.
Okay. Good. You can keep it at your place.
Well, maybe
I'll
we
keep
have
it in
to
my place.
You have
You're
enough?
not looking.
Because I only have 7 too.
All right, so it's about 2 a.m. Good way through the night. You can make your way to the Cyber Cafe if you wanted. You do have 24 hours, so what that means is there's always a timer going on in the game. What that means is you have 1 downtime available to you before you got to get the job done. So you could do it tonight, but if you want, you could use a long rest or a downtime if you want.
Does anyone need that downtime for healing or anything?
The only reason I would even need it was for the van.
My car wasn't even in that chase. We can just take my car.
Yeah, so no, then I don't need it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got 1 wound. I'm all good.
Okay.
I wouldn't mind purchasing 1 or 2 bit flips, though, replacing at least one of those that I used. So.
Yep. So
that a downtime thing?
No, you can buy and sell stuff whenever you want, as long as the game is in freeform mode and the narrative would support it.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take a minute then to buy another Kickstart as well. And I use the one I had.
Okay.
You can probably get those close to the pawn shop, right?
Yep. Yeah. There's assumed to be pawn shops and kiosks all over the city for Nocturners. So.
How much are the bit flips?
Ciphers cost, I think they're 100 a piece. Hang on. They're 100 a piece. Ciphers.
Okay, cool.
So, how much are the Kickstarters and stuff? How much are those?
Boosters are also 100 a piece.
Yeah.
And how much did you divide that money? How much did we get each?
I did the math on that. If we split it evenly, it's $5.25 a piece.
Okay, I'm going to add that there then. And since I'm sort of the healer, I think I'm going to get probably 3 more Kickstarts just to have on hand.
Okay. Those are weight 0, so you can carry as many as you want. The only thing is, so Boffrey, you are at 1 saturation for that booster. So you can only consume 2 more boosters today or tonight.
I think given the situation, like even if I didn't know this was a one-shot in character, I would still just keep going.
Yeah. Okay.
And then the only way to gain knack back is through getting 3 or more 6s, right?
Right. Or downtime, or there's a brand called Rejuvenate nutrient bars. They're 200 a piece. They're weight 1, and you can consume it to get 2 knack points back.
Oh,
Oh, how
maybe I should.
I
Why
have
don't
one
you-
you can just have right now.
Here.
I don't need it right now, but I sure would like to have something like that on hand. What's it called?
Rejuvenate bar. It's in the special equipment.
Rejuvenate.
Yeah, the Nextera Hydroponic is a company that engineered a fruit called the pin drop. So instead of injecting into a human for it to become an infused, they said, what happens if we inject a fruit? And the answer is the pin drop. So they refine it into all kinds of foods, including nutrient bars.
Okay, so I'm gonna grab one of those. I don't need to eat it right now, but
Mad
Yeah.
science is awesome.
But it is weight 1.
okay. Wait, one.
Mhm.
None of my stuff weighs anything, so that's fine.
Okay.
You want to carry my
That's
nutrient
heavy
bars?
I only have weight 2 total, so I could carry one of your nutrient bars and then be full.
You know what? I'm gonna eat one.
Patty, you are
I'll
a
take
little
that.
low in the frame. Your face is half behind your name tag. Can
Okay,
you
I'll
just
eat
tilt
both.
the
When
camera
I
down?
got up, I moved everything. How's that?
Much better, thank you.
Yep. I just didn't reposition
And
properly.
you
when I
said those were
that.
200 a pop.
Yes.
Okay. Doink, doink. There we go.
Those don't have any side effects.
Nope.
Perfect.
Oh no, I'm allergic to something in there. Kidding.
This isn't real life.
Oh, maybe.
I would be. Though.
You would be.
I ate those, so I'm carrying them in my gut.
So it recovers 2 spent knack points.
Great.
Any other shopping?
Nope.
Nah.
So,
So you guys were headed to a cafe?
Yeah, we got to get.
Yes. we got to get that thing.
Yeah.
deciphered.
All right. So there's one in downtown that is probably the nearest one, Bacchanalia. This cyber cafe, it's one of the 6 in the city. It's a full-scale replica of the Roman Colosseum, except out of shimmering mylar-like plastisteel instead of stone blocks. But other than that, it looks like the Colosseum. The archways along the outside, right, the exterior circumference, there are windowed rooms, and there are 4 such floors. And you could see into those rooms right now of people doing dives or dancing or enjoying each other's company in a real
Wow.
way.
Nice.
Inside, most of the structure is just an open air courtyard, like where the track or the field would be. And it's hosting a perpetual shoulder to shoulder rave. Dead center of that courtyard is a big steel pedestal upon which the scrambler is mounted.
Okay.
To enjoy the protection of a cyber cafe, it's much safer to dive there. It's 100 unicreds a person.
Oh.
But that's for your cover for the night.
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay.
He says, speaking for everyone.
I got you covered.
You paying for all of us?
Is that what you're
I
saying?
might as well. Yeah.
All right, cool. Thanks.
Oh, hey, thanks.
Yep.
Appreciate
You're
it.
All right, so I read ahead a little bit, but going in, that's what you see. There's the big courtyard, is the shoulder-to-shoulder rave. There's those perimeter rooms, of which you could easily go up and get a vacant one to perform your dive. Unless there's anything else you want to do.
I think we need to do the dive.
Yeah, I think we're ready. I guess.
Yep, we got to
Okay.
do it.
So it's
Who's
curved
going
hull.
I can't go in. I don't have any abilities there.
I think it's just. Is it just me then?
I think it's just you.
Oh boy. Okay.
Yep. You can always group up. People who go participate on OmniNet dives, because when you dive as a group, you're one entity, one virtual entity, and you can divvy up negative consequences to any of the individuals. So sometimes non-hackers that go along are called sponges, and they know they're going to take some hits, but that allows the expert to get as deep as they need to. So
I'll be your
You know what?
sponge, Crash. Taking
Okay.
damage is what I built this character for, so I will sponge for you.
Perfect. I also have 3 toughness, so that'll work.
Well, you have to go. You have to go pretty far. You have to go to level 4, right?
Yeah.
So you might need 2 sponges. So I'll volunteer.
I was going to ask, is there a threat if we're diving? Could someone come in and take us out while we're?
They could, and that's why you often have at least someone up there, which is called the prayer circle, watching over the corporeal bodies.
Absolutely, I'll watch over.
Now you have to have enough groundedness. So of everyone who's diving, who's got the highest soul score?
For me.
I have
I
1.
have 2.
You have 2. So whoever has the highest, that's the anchor point. 2 means up to 2 people can be in that group. There's not enough human connection without a higher soul score.
So only 2 of us can dive.
Assuming that the person with the 2 is in that group.
Then I have to be the sponge, right? Because
I
I'm the
guess
one
so.
with 2.
So if Crash only has 1 soul, then no one can sponge for her unless they have 2.
Yeah. So this is a rule I've been
Not
testing.
realize that. Okay.
Yeah, it's a flavor type of rule I've been testing. But if you guys think it'd be, because I have other feedback on it, if you'd rather just be able to group up because it's more fun, we'll just do that. So Bopper, if you want to go down, then
yeah,
you should.
I'd like to go down if I can. I don't know what's going to happen, so I don't know what's going to be more fun. But yeah.
Okay. All right, so you're going down. Who all is grouping up then with Dash?
I will go and Dash, are you coming with us?
Yes, I would like to.
Great.
And I'll stand guard. Okay.
So in this room, there's a really well-kept pleather circular booth. And looking out the window, you're on the 3rd floor. So you have a pretty good view of the Queen's Route station that's nearby and the Rook, which is probably only a mile away because you're here in downtown. And there's lo-fi music going on. Nice pulsating lavender light in here. And the door shuts behind you and the music gets a little quieter. And you could perform your dive. So everyone but Hollow's going, right?
Correct.
Right.
By the way, Bill, there's a suggestion from a viewer. The rule sounds good, but maybe do 1 + 1 soul. So whatever the soul max is plus 1.
Oh, that'd be an easy patch. Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, that's Carlos. He loves our other cyberpunk game as well. He's always there.
Okay. All right, so I won't get too, frou-frou on the narration in the interest of time. So mechanically, all right. So you guys are going down. Can you see roll 20?
Yeah.
Then let me get there.
Yep.
All right. So Hollow, you see their bodies go limp, their eyes roll back in their heads, and you could still speak to each other mentally, right? You're engram networked. You just can't send hashes to each other because you're on different levels now. So Hollow, you're staying on level 0, real space. You 3 go to the undernet, level 1. I need 1 person to roll to see what the hazard is.
Which die do we roll?
A D6. Now,
Of course.
you want to consider where your skills are. There's different types of skills applying to hacking. Does anyone have NetSage?
I have no hacking stuff.
I have nothing.
I have Clean Coder and Ace Hack.
Okay, Clean Coder will help you. All right, so anyone can, does anyone have a copy of PowerShell?
I do.
All right, so it doesn't matter who rolls. So roll a D6 to determine the hazard.
All right, I'll roll it. I got a 6.
6. All right, and you're on level 1, so we're going to add 1, which is a daemon. So you're in your mind's eye. There's like a funnel nearby, and you go down into it. It's a little colder down here, metaphorically speaking. But there's a swirling bit of red code that comes up and sort of snarls at you. So it's a daemon, and you need to sling cyber to fend it off. So one of you needs to sling cyber to fend off this hazard.
Yeah, and I think that's going to be me.
Okay.
Because I've got the Clean Coder, and I think I've also... I can't... Can I use...
Bless you.
My
Did we
goodness.
say I handed my PowerShell off to somebody before they went down or went under?
So if it's installed in your neural net, it cannot be uninstalled. If
Can't
it
be
was,
okay.
yeah, if it was in your inventory, you could.
Nope, it's never mind then. Just a quick.
All right. So what's your cyber score for crash?
It's 2.
All right. So 2 dice, and then how many ranks in clean coder?
I also have 2. And then I have something to help with daemons. I know that I picked something to help with daemons.
Rootkit.
Yeah.
Okay, a rootkit cipher. You could patch that in to your hack and add 3 more dice.
Okay. So that would make it 2
7.
Is that 7?
1, 2, 3, 4. That'd be 7. Yep. Also, any of your group can contribute their knack if they want to. And any of your group can contribute their ciphers if they want to. Of course, you're already using a cipher, but you sort of act as one mind when you're in a group hack.
So I could add my ciphers to the roll?
You could, yes.
Then I'll do that.
Well, she's already executed a root.
I'm already using
Yeah.
a cipher though.
Yeah.
Oh,
So-
I see what you're saying. Never mind.
7's pretty good.
That was pretty good, yeah.
As I say that, I fail.
Want to use your Deus Ex point?
Yeah, let's use that.
All right. So you've used it. You other 2, you can contribute yours as well. So you still have 2 more, basically inspiration. You have 2 more rerolls
Okay.
for this dive. All right. So
So I just rolled 4 6s.
Awesome. Okay. So you succeed and you recover a point of knack if you were missing any.
I was not.
Did you ate that bar?
Ate that bar.
All right. So you cobble together, and it's difficult, but you get some subroutines together, hurl them at the daemon, and it dissolves. Now you could bail to or dive to level 2, but before you do, we got to keep track of turn order. So Hollow, as a member of the prayer circle, you can consume or administer a booster, which doesn't seem like they need right now. You could do an ad hoc action, or you could try an anchor. So anchor simply means that you sling cyber to try and send down some routines to them. And if you succeed, they'll get a +1 bonus on their next sling.
Okay, I think I'll try that anchor. And
Okay.
my cyber is only 2, so
Okay.
Might as well try.
might as well try. Aha, a 6 and a 3.
Nice. Okay. Yep. So you pipe down some useful code, and you're on your next hazard, you guys, you'll remember to apply an additional +1d bonus
Great.
from your prayer circle. All right. Going down to level 2, the SecNet. This is the place where you usually can get into social media accounts, citizen email. You can reset your engram here if you want to clear everyone who's tied to you. So roll for hazard.
Someone else can do it this time.
It's just 1 die 6.
Yep. And now you're on level 2, so you have to add 2 to it.
Add 2.
Roll a d6.
Plus 2.
Damn.
Add 2 to the result. Yeah.
Add 2 to the result. So I rolled a 6.
Roll a 6. Okay. 6
With
plus
that
2 is
extra
8. Yep. So that's another daemon appears. Hot damn.
No.
Not rolling great.
Well, no,
Okay.
I got a 4. No, I rolled a 4 plus 2.
Oh, got it.
Oh, okay. So a 6.
Oh,
All right. So a 6 is ice. So you need to fend off this hazard. Ice does, if you fail to fend it off, you'll take direct damage equal to the OmniNet level. You're on level
okay.
2.
I
So
do believe I took a cipher for ice as well,
okay.
and I don't know which one that is called.
It is, I think, no jump.
Yep. Okay, I have that.
All right.
So I will use that cipher, and that gives me how many?
So your cyber is a 2, plus
Yeah.
3 for that cipher, minus 2 because you're on level 2,
Oy vey.
and then plus 2 for the net sage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I have clean coder, but still. So
Yeah.
Would-
1, 2, 3, 4.
that
6.
cancels out with the
Negative
2. So 4?
Yes.
Is that right?
Correct.
Okay. Okay.
And my
what's
plus one,
like-
did you take that into account?
Oh yeah, yep. So 5.
Oh, right. So that's 5.
And is there anything I can do to boost this roll by adding anything?
Knack?
Sure. Can I eat here? No?
No.
No, never mind then.
You just stuff a bar in your mouth while you're on the.
Chew,
Yeah.
chew.
Exactly. That's what you're supposed to be
Do I
doing.
still have that one extra roll for the DSX?
No, you spent your point, but the other 2 still have theirs. They could contribute it if they have to.
Understood.
Yeah,
so
I'll spend. I'll
I
contribute
will-
my. Knack.
You don't need to yet. She hasn't
I
failed.
don't. Not yet. Not yet.
Okay.
I was just wondering. Okay, so 5 at this point.
Yeah.
That's a fail. Ooh.
Okay, so if you fail, someone can put in a Deus Ex point, or you can just have someone take the effect. That's what your sponges are here for.
What is the effect?
I will take it. Well, what is the effect? First of all, do we get to know that yet?
Yeah, what is
Yeah.
the effect? And then
Yeah.
I'll decide.
It's 2 direct damage, so 2 wounds, and then a point of cyber burn.
Oh yeah, I'll take that.
All right, so 1 burn means your cyber score is effectively reduced by 1.
I'm not
Until you
using
get
it
it fixed.
anyway.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. All right, diving again down to level 3. Roll for hazard.
I'll roll
This
that.
time
Crash,
you
it's your turn.
Okay, Crash can roll it.
Not sure.
Does Boffy taking damage manifest in a physical way? Does his body shake, or
Yeah, and 1 nostril starts to bleed. Hey, while they're doing that, I forgot. Hollow had her turn.
Oh yeah.
So
Oh,
what?
yeah, do that.
Did you want to anchor again?
I will anchor again. Yes.
Okay. All right.
Nope.
Okay.
That's 2 3s on the dice. So no.
All right. What do we get for the hazard?
Okay, so I rolled a total of 5.
2 plus 3.
Yeah,
You're on
3
level
plus
3.
2, but regardless.
Okay, gotcha. 5 is a firewall. So if you fail, you'll gain system shock. Sling defended off.
Okay, and I've got Mind Lance, Cold Boot, and Power Shell, and Bit Flip left. Will any of those help?
Those don't help firewall. No.
That's a
But do
one-
keep PowerShell in mind. That lets you reduce the hazard, so that might be helpful next round.
Okay.
So all you got to do is
So I'm rolling 4. I'm going to use one of my knacks to bump that to 6. Right? Yeah. One 6.
nice. Okay, firewall, no problem. Dissolves before you as you guys jointly band together, fend it off.
Great.
So you do your final dive to level 4, the subnet. Roll for hazard.
Okay. Should I take that before or after?
PowerShell, you
Yeah.
can. I think you have to declare it before the roll. Hang on.
No 6 on my anchor roll.
After rolling, so you can roll the hazard first.
Okay, you guys want me to roll the hazard first since I have that power shell?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Get it out of the way.
Yeah, I'm gonna take that power shell
So what'd you get for the hazard?
because I rolled a 5, which means I have to add 2.
You had 4 because you're on level 4.
4.
Yeah, so it's a 9.
4. So the power shell would drop that to what?
You'd reduce it by 1d3. So roll a d3.
Reduced it by 1.
So it'd still be a daemon. So it may not be very much help to burn the power shell on.
Right, because I don't believe I have anything left to help with a daemon. Because that took what? That took a node thingy,
Rootkit.
a root kit. Yeah, I don't have any. I don't have that.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So you've encountered a daemon. Sling cyber to fend it off. And now you have to penalize by 4 because you're on level 4.
Alrighty. So I'm for penalized 4. That puts me at 0. So I will use 2 of my knack to get me back to at least 4.
Uh-huh. Anyone else contributing?
Yeah, I want to contribute a point of knack as well.
I'll put me at 6. Rolled a 6.
Nice. Okay. All right. So it takes, you guys are running an empty and it takes all that you got. But that makes sense because you're on level 4. So it should be this hard.
Yeah.
So you fend it off and now you can perform what you came here to do, which was to decrypt that hash, right?
Right,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah. Okay. So it pops open like confetti and you see all this information come out with the Palazzo name all over it. And numbers and ledgers and contacts. It is obvious that this is the books for the Palazzo crime family.
Oh, hey, didn't we just make a connection with the Palazzos?
Yeah.
Yes, this is the other second biggest crime family in Rook City, the rivals of the Tanakas.
Oh.
This is their books. It's everything, all their contacts, everything that would be needed to expose and bring them down.
Oops.
All right.
Man, I shouldn't have exchanged engrams with that guy.
Well, no, maybe you should have, because maybe this can work in our favor.
So you're bailing up? The bail up to level 3,
so.
roll for hazard.
I'll roll it.
And hollow, you can try to anchor if you want. No good. Okay.
5 on the hazard and +3.
5 + 3 is 8. You guys are rolling high hazards tonight.
Can I burn knack for that cyber, or is that's not something I can add?
Can you spend knack on your anchor?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a sling. You can use knack on almost any sling. The only one you can't is trying to become awakened.
I'm gonna drop 1 knack and still not make it. Okay.
Okay. All right, sling cyber to fend it off. If you can get out of here alive.
Okay. So that's 4. Do I need to and I need to subtract 3?
Yes.
Take
So
another
I
knack from me. I've got 2 left. You can have 1.
Okay, that gives me 3 dice.
And is Dash all out of knack?
No, I've got 2 left. I'll give 1. I'll go ahead and give 1.
Okay.
No good.
No good? All right.
No good.
So
Because
penalty.
he gets 2 dice, right? He gets 2 dice per knack.
Yeah, I rolled all of it.
You rolled 5.
Failed.
How about using my dice?
Yep.
You want to use my reroll?
Okay, we can do that, right?
Literally the god in the machine, the Deus Ex happens, so you get another shot. Yep. Pick up all those dice and just try them again.
Oh my goodness. Nope, no good.
No good. All right.
No.
So this Damon is too much. So the consequence is you immediately eject. So one of you 3 needs to take on the eject.
And how? Okay, what is
does
the
that mean?
damage amount?
You lose any hashes you might have harvested. You immediately gain full cyber burn, and you gain a number of system shocks equal to the level you ejected from.
Ouch.
I'll eat that. No problem.
All right.
I don't-
So
I don't-
Bofri, you feel Bofri split off in your mind and is shot upwards like a submarine blowing ballast. Hollow, you see him burst awake, but his eyes are rolling and he's basically having a seizure. You gain, so that was from level 3. So Bofri, you gain 2 mind system shocks and a soul system shock.
Okay.
So tick those boxes off, and that means your mind is now -2. What was your mind score?
It was 3.
Okay, so now it's a 1 until you get these system shocks taken care of. For all intents and purposes, whenever you would sling a mind or use mind, it's a 1, not a 3.
Can I hit him with a kickstart to help him out now that he's up?
He hasn't taken wounds.
Okay.
Yep, none of that was wounds. That was system shock. All right. Going on up to level 2. And, okay, we need to move him up. So roll for hazard. You're on the SecNet.
No, you want to roll first, Hollow?
Yeah, Hollow roll for.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna burn another knack to try and bring this up.
Okay.
There's a single 6. Okay.
Nice. All right. So you got an anchor coming down. Hollow can see you again.
And then
Okay.
roll.
So that gives me, I've got 4 dice I'm working with, and I subtract 2.
Yep.
Add the 1. I've got 3 dice I'm working with.
Yep. What was the hazard? Someone roll. I'll roll
Rolling
the
for
hazard.
hazard. Oh, you want me to roll for hazard?
Here.
Uh,
All right, it's a 4 plus 2 is 6, so that's ice. If you fail, it'll be direct damage equal to the OmniNet level. So go ahead, sling cyber to fend it off.
Roll the 6.
Got it,
Nice.
nice. All right, sweet. And that brings you up to level 1, the undernet. So one more. Roll for hazard.
Okay, I'll do that. 1d6 plus 1.
Yep.
It's 3.
No anchor.
3 plus 1 is a 4. That's a loop. If you fail, any active boosters will
No,
wear off.
it's 3 total.
Okay, that's a diode. If you fail, you will lose all knack. So sling cyber to fend it off.
I'm already at 0. So I only subtract 1 from my
Yes.
original 4.
Yep.
And Hollow, you didn't get
I
us
didn't
an
get an
anchor?
anchor. No.
Okay.
I mean, I could burn 1 knack and try one last time.
We're almost there,
Nope.
though.
I'm out.
Almost there.
All out of knack.
I got the 6. We're out.
Sweet.
Nice.
All right. Yeah, Hollow, they all burst back. The other 2 burst back awake.
I'm
Boffery's sort of
already
calming
halfway
down
through a
now.
bottle of whiskey when you guys wake up. Anyone else have a real bad headache?
All right, so you complete the dive. You've got back out. Currently, Crash, you have the hash, but you can easily pipe it to them if you want. But it has all the books, the information that that Tuma said to decrypt before calling him back.
So let's talk about this, guys. Do we want to just willy-nilly hand this over? Or do we maybe want to turn this into the guy who it belongs to and maybe have an ally in kicking little Asian man's butt?
Jeez.
Well, here's the thing. We don't really owe that guy anything. We already saved his life, and then he was just happy that we did that and said thanks.
He's still a gangster.
Yeah, he's still some scumbag. Like, what do we care
He's-
which one of
he's
them
known-
wins?
Well,
nicer.
except he didn't kidnap us and put cheesecloth over our faces.
No, that's a
True,
good
but-
point. That's a very good
True.
point.
He didn't screw up my bike.
He didn't
I'm
screw up
so
your
mad
bike.
about that.
He at least looked you in the eye. The other guy won't even look at you, and he wants you to do all this crap for him.
No, and you know, the other thing is, if we go back to the Tanakas, we're trying to dig ourselves out of a hole. Whereas if we go to, what are the Italian guys' names?
The Palazzos.
The Palazzo. If we go to the Palazzos, then we're just
We have the
building
upper-
more goodwill that we already have.
We have the upper
Right.
hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're going to be even more appreciative of us if we say, "Hey, look,"
Yeah. I say we
Tanaka's
go to the
trying
Palazzos.
because Tanaka, he did what says he's not going to kill us after he gets his information.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
I
because
mean-
we're loose ends, as they like to say.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right. So we
yeah.
give him the information, and what keeps him from killing us, anyways, because he's a doucheball.
Yeah. Let's go become even looser ends.
Surely the
Right.
Palazzos can protect us.
Yeah. And that's what
I
that's what we ask them for.
And
Exactly.
I think that's what we should do. I think we should go to the Palazzos and turn in the Asian guy.
Tanaka.
Tanaka. I'm sorry, Tanaka. Tanaka. I'll write down. Tanaka. Yeah, I don't like that guy, and I think that doing this for him to save our life is rude.
Rude. Okay. Yeah.
It's
Let's do
rude.
it. No, you're right. You're right. Let's do it.
Yeah, but we should call them over, not leave this cafe, I think.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea because this is kind of a safe-ish space.
You guys are right. I'm gonna drunkenly dial up Palazzo.
Great.
So in the lower right corner of your vision, Bofrey, there's a waveform that appears, and Is that, oh, little Bo Peep or whatever it was.
Yeah,
Oh, what's
Bobby
so soon?
Lips. Yeah.
What's up, man?
Listen, we got hired. Well, not so much hired, coerced to do a job for the Tanakas right before we met you. Yeah, turns out when we got there, the job turned out to be stealing all your data and giving it to them. We got the data, but we decided those guys suck, so we'd rather give it to you.
Huh.
And let you know.
And let you know that Tanakas are after it. See, we did a job. We accidentally killed Tanaka's nephew or something. We didn't know who he was.
Well, you should have done that. I don't know if I
No.
want anything to do with you.
No, well, he kidnapped us and put rags over our head and stuff. And we thought, you know, we've got this stuff. If we give it to Tanaka, he'll probably kill us anyway. But, you know, the Palazzos seemed like nice guys, and maybe we should just let them know what's going on and maybe ask for a little protection.
Huh. And there's a bit of silence. The line goes dead for a moment. He's obviously talking to somebody. And he comes back, says, you know where the Paradox Club is?
Yep, I got the Google Maps.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Can you be here in an hour?
Probably.
All right, fair enough. So he hangs up, and it's towards the end of the night, so you'd have time to get there. Paradox is where the Palazzos hang out. It's one of the largest clubs in the city, and Big Nick Tanaka's penthouse is above it. So you go there, ask around. They lead you up. How do you imagine it would go? That you in the coming days, like how would you imagine the sequence of events?
I imagine that we get there, we give them what we got, and I mean it was already theirs anyway. But we turn it over, probably ask them if they can keep us safe somehow, either get us out of the city or give us some kind of protection, whatever it is that they think is best. And then I just, you know, sleep off the system strain.
Okay. Yeah, go see a patcher.
Yeah.
Get that taken care of. All right. Everyone else, anything to add?
I agree with that. I see if, you know, goodwill. Be like, hey, we don't want anything to do with Tanaka. You seem like good guys. We did save your guys' life and all, you know.
Exactly.
Maybe you could give us some protection, or you could use our manpower to go after Tanaka if this pisses you off enough.
Yeah, we can be part of that if you need more guns, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
It's us they're after anyway.
My bike could use some fixing.
My van could use a little love.
Okay. Yeah. So
Got shot
through
up.
it. They seem real amenable, and you get the car fixed up. You see the patcher. You guys get everything re-baseline. A couple days later, you're meeting in one of your favorite spots, reminiscing, and someone who's walking by or seated at the table next to you must have been eavesdropping, and says, "Yeah, this is our crew." And there's 4 other very colorful-looking individuals. They're their own nocturners, sort of like you guys. And he says, "You ever consider that now you're loose ends for the Palazzos?" And then you hear a bang at the front doors, and there's footsteps as some crew starts charging in through the crowd. Not sure exactly which side it would be, but that's where we'll end.
A perceptive check on that. Those are Tanaka's men and women.
And that's how Scotty ends games, man. He's just like, you guys won, you're still gonna die.
Experience
You're
that.
screwed
Yeah.
in either way.
No, you're not dead. You're not dead. You're just,
No,
who
we're
knows?
just gonna die.
I'll play it out.
Yeah. That's great, man. Love
Thanks
it.
for playing.
Yeah,
Thank you
thanks.
for running this. I gotta say, I love the combat system. I know you have said you get a lot of props for your vehicle combat system, and that is good. But I also love just the regular combat system. The way that runs is great.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Well,
I think it's a lot of fun.
thanks. Yep. Again, Kickstarter coming up soon, and yeah, I guess you guys want a break before your next thing.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I got it.
Yeah.
I probably won't get much of one. I got to get some things set up for it. But yeah, thank you, Wyloch, Bill, for coming on. We appreciate it. Thanks for being
Yes,
part
sir.
of Archonia Fest. I'll bust this out into a separate video on YouTube later on. So that'll be you can watch that back later or show it to people. And everyone, thanks for watching. Thanks very much to the Twitch chat for helping us, especially Kelsey's Gaming, figure out that little tech problem we were having. And Carlos for all your suggestions. We'll be back in. We're going to take a half-hour break, and then we're going to play an entire other game. We got Jason begging us not to break.
Yep.
Jason, no, we're breaking. We'll be back in half an hour for OSR Plus, a.k.a. Advanced Old School Revival. And we'll see you all then. Thanks again, Bill and everyone.
Thank you so
you.
much, Bill.
Thank
That was
you.
a lot of fun.
Thanks, guys.
Bye-bye.
Night.